Drop dubs, hit routes, so yeah, we on the move. From the paint to the pocket, got nothing to prove. Precision in the pass, rhythm in the run. Every play, every day, till the work is done. Yeah. Step on the field, I'm reading the D. Eyes wide open, ain't fooling me. Pump fake, sidestep. I'm breaking the press from baseline to sideline. I'm bringing my best. Snap back, quick glance. I'm calling the play. Hoop dreams and touchdowns. I'm making my way. No look behind the back. Fred in the scene. Every angle, every shout. I'm chasing the dream. Drop times, hit routes in the deep, no doubt. From the field to the hardwood, hear the crowd shout. Pass it, dish it, through traffic. We find.
What's up, everybody? I'm gonna do that. Appreciate you all for tuning in. Another edition of Passion and Precision. Hopefully, you're having a good week. You're getting ready for that weekend. We have a lot to talk about. We have the fourth member here. Bella's already making her appearance. But before we get into our topics, obviously, got to bring in the crew. So, upper left, we have Key, always in the building. How you doing, Key?
What is up? What is up? I am here. I don't know where my glasses is right now, so we gotta be blind for this show.
Hey, it's all good. We got you. I got mine on, so we're good to go. I'll keep you up on the topics we're talking about. Upper right corner, professional feather plucker. Jory, how are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm also blind as well, so you're gonna have to be seeing for two of us tonight.
Well, hey,
And I'm definitely,
I will do my best. What's
I
going
will
on?
definitely be ready to pluck some feathers because all of them are starting to get on my nerves. All of them, all
Absolutely.
the damn bird teams.
Hey, I understand. I definitely understand. Um,
Because it's such a Falcons way to lose like they lose versus Seattle, then turn the hell around, go to Tampa and squeak out a game and they squeak out a win in which they commit 19 damn penalties. What the
that game was like when the Bucks are up 2 scores in the fourth. I was like, oh, Falcons doing their thing. They're probably going to be complaining about something. And then, for some reason, they decide to act like they want to win the game. And Kyle Pitts, where has this been? Kyle Pitts looked unstoppable. Kirk Cousins throws for almost 400 yards. You know, their kickers have been terrible all year. They actually get a big kick from Zane Gonzalez, and it's crazy. It is crazy. So
I had turned the game off at halftime because I was like, okay, Tampa got this. I went to go watch Bel Air the last season. I go flip back and I see the notification. I was like, you got to be me. Atlanta won. 19 penalties. Tampa Bay, y'all need to be shaming yourself. And then here go good old Todd Bowles throwing players under the bus. Like, come on, bro, you can't be doing that to your players.
Pick the Bucks, put money on Atlanta. Okay, Syjan had a payday then. Bucks missing Liam Cohen. Well, yeah, I think it's partly that, partly I guess the Baker shoulder injury. I don't know how bad it is because that pick he threw in the fourth was a terrible one. Now, you know, Falcons corner did drop back and kind of bait him into it, but you can't make that throw. But it was just a celebration afterwards from the Falcons that killed me. Like, your season's done, and you know, Morris is like yelling at the camera like they won the division or something, and Kyle Pitts is going around like he's the baddest man in the world, and I was like, y'all are 5-9.
It was a good comeback for Mike Evans though. 6 catches, 132.
Yeah,
not bad.
And he was losing his mind on the sideline too.
Yeah, because they decided, you know what, the Falcons have broke the curse. They have broke the curse. You know how they broke the curse? Because they converted on 3rd and 20 damn 8.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe they can get out of their own way now.
Well, they have some questions to answer for next season before I'm willing to give them that, because we don't know who the quarterback's going to be. Penix will probably, well, maybe Penix is ready, but with his body going through what it has, how do you really feel comfortable with him the next 5 years as your starting quarterback?
And we
And Kirk
don't know
Cousins
who
might
the
have
coach
priced
is.
himself into maybe a starting role next season somewhere. I don't know
They can
where.
call Kyler.
Why would they do that?
Kyler would be a quarterback that Falcons fans would get behind.
He
They
would.
would love Kyler until he, gets into Call of Duty mode and completely stinks for a few weeks, but they'll be all right with that.
Until it's clearly obvious that he can't see over his O line.
Right.
At least his O line will be better than it was in Arizona. Let's just say if he went to Atlanta.
Yeah. All right. Well, quick little topic that wasn't even planned. We just jumped into it. But let's get into the topics we do have ready for you. And obviously, you can do like Sajan and Tapa. Join the chat. We'd love to hear from you. First off, we're going to start with some NBA trade rumors. And there are some other names being floated out there, but it seems like everything's somewhat centered around Giannis, of course, but also AD, who, look, I guess everybody's just assuming that Dallas is probably going to start shedding some salary, get rid of some of the vets that they might have, and kind of focus on Cooper Flag going forward, which would make a lot of sense. Giannis, we go through this every year. Until he signs an extension in Milwaukee, this has just been the thing that since they made the finals and everything has kind of been slowly eroding to the point that this season they're kind of a fringe playing team. But as we've seen in the East, you can have a hot 2 weeks and end up as a top 6 seed. So I think for the Bucks, it's more so: do they want to punt on the season, get what they can for Giannis, and kind of start over, or continue down this road? Hope Giannis wants to stay long term, and go about it that way. So I guess we can start with these two. Well, no, actually, we'll just go with Giannis first. Now, about 20 some odd games in, what are your feelings on Giannis in Milwaukee? Do you think it's a long term thing? Do you think he actually gets moved this season or in the off season? What do you make of these rumors about Giannis thinking about his future in Milwaukee?
I don't want to believe it because he does this all the time. And this is what happens when you troll too much. Nobody believes you. What's it? Um, Nobody believes you. But at this point, the way that they're going and what exactly the Bucks have done to put around Giannis and whatnot, I don't think he's going to be there in the next 2 seasons.
Okay.
I don't think so. Now, where will he go? I don't know. Out of Milwaukee.
Right. I mean, everybody's obviously talking about San Antonio because they have the most to give. Or, if they were so inclined, Oklahoma City. I feel like those are the two spots everybody's looking at right away. Probably more so San Antonio. I think Oklahoma City, it seems like it would kind of go against what they've been building if they kind of gave up a lot of assets to go get a Giannis. Like, they seem like they have the depth and everything through the draft, all those bad years and accumulating all these players. Do they want to kind of take all that and kind of push their chips in with Giannis? Maybe. But San Antonio is a team with a young star in Wemby. So it would almost make a little bit more sense for them to go get an established guy like Giannis to try to push them over the top. But yeah, Key, how you feeling about this Giannis situation in Milwaukee?
I believe it when I see it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I believe it when I see it. Giannis talking, always talking. I want to get traded here. We trade talks with Giannis every year. Again, I will believe it when I see it. Until then, he will be in Milwaukee. Either just suck it up and play there, or ask for really get traded somewhere. Or is it because he do want to get traded? They just can't figure out the deals and the packages. I mean, that could be it. But if he really truly ain't happy, I don't think he would be playing. But
I don't think they would have signed all three of his damn brothers, just wasting spots.
right.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now I've heard like some media people try to say that what they think is going on is Giannis probably wants to leave, but he wants to do it in a way that makes him seem like doesn't paint him as a bad guy. Which, like, we know some of these superstars are worried about that. They want to come across as, pushing down the small market, trying to pursue the big market for the benefits and everything like that. Could you believe that, Giannis does want to leave, but he wants to make sure it's done to make him look good?
Hmm.
I
That
mean,
makes sense. He puts himself out there as this likable guy. Think about it. The man started streaming on Twitch.
yes. Yeah. So we'll say we are seeing like more players doing it because I will say I've been following Jalen Brown on TikTok. Not a bad follow. Like he gives you some nice little insight into kind of what the Celtics are doing. He also like you can watch him for a few seconds and be like, yeah, I can see how this dude's kind of a brilliant guy. But Giannis, I've seen a couple of his stuff. Like as goofy as he kind of portrays himself as, he's just like that on his streams. And I
Hmm.
do think that creates a good connection between him and the fans. I absolutely agree. Whichever team tries to get him, that package is going to be crazy. So
I think
Tapa
that's
says
probably what
Giannis
they're
and John
working on. It's
Morant.
probably the package. They don't know what to do or how to do it. But I think maybe that could be the holdup. But they need to hurry up because I'm tired of talking about
Yeah,
it. I'm tired of hearing
Right.
it.
could be maybe amount of picks involved too. But Tapa says Giannis, John Morant will get moved during the season like Luka did. John Morant
I
is
still
also
think
the
Trey
other
gonna
guy.
get moved.
Oh, would you say Key?
He needs to get out of here.
I still think Trey gonna get moved.
He need to get the hell up out of here.
I've been saying that for a few years, and Atlanta hasn't done it. I mean, I do agree. If they were going to do it this year, would make the most sense. That's also assuming the Hawks are going to do the most sensible thing,
You know they don't.
right? Because I mean, there's going to be teams out there that need point guards. Houston might be looking at one. Cause I get it; they have that big lineup. Problem is, none of those guys are really point guards, and I feel like at some point that might burn them. So, I don't know. But Ja, that definitely seems like a name that needs to get moved. I think the problem might be what's his market even like at this point?
Terrible. There is no market. Who the hell wants that?
Everybody keeps pushing Miami.
That's the last place y'all need to be. Let's be real. The last.
Well, having Pat Riley, looking in on him to kind of cut out the nonsense might be what he needs. Now, whether John Morant is the type to take that well, I don't know.
No, and we see that's the answer to that. No, because we've seen the consequences
Yeah,
when people get on him
true.
and how sensitive he gets. No,
Well,
he's
I
one
mean,
of these entitled brats.
at some point, he's gonna have to change up his image if he does want to actually get out of there.
I don't think he cares anymore.
Yeah,
That's how he acts.
right. Yeah, act like the tough guy again. All right, so the Giannis thing, we'll see if anything kind of materializes there. How about AD? He gets moved midseason. goes to Dallas. I feel like every time you see him, you see a guy who mentally never really bought into being in Dallas because he didn't want to get moved out of LA. And now, with the way the Maverick season has gone, AD could be out there once again. What kind of market do you think AD has? We know the injury history, his age, everything like that. Do you think he's a guy that teams should covet on the trade market?
Rob.
Go ahead.
Gabe Vincent, Bronny, the damn daddy, and Jackson Hayes. Go get my center back. Damn it.
Yes. Okay.
Shoot.
So look, I think people watching probably know you're going to try everything you can to get Giannis and Bronny off your team. And I get it.
I am going to try anything possible uh, to get Bronny and his dad off of my team. I am tired. Every time I watch a Lakers game with him on it, he's standing around on the goddamn court, not looking interested in a lick of goddamn defense. Sit your old ass down, arthritis. Man, sit down somewhere. Sit down. You're balding. You look mostly gray. Go sit down. You don't need to be out here if you can't play defense.
Right.
Old ass. And then your son just stinks. And get Cardio Hayes off my squad. I feel like there's more out there than Jackson Hayes.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all hit on the Laravia kid. I didn't know who the hell he was, but ta-da.
Right. Let's see. Hey, what's up, Mo? For some reason, Mo, your comments didn't pop up here on the side, but Mo said. So earlier you said Jalen Brown's an interesting guy. He really is. Thunder and Spurs have the best assets if they want Giannis. Is Ja really a point guard because he's not a leader? Riley's not playing with John, his weirdo dad.
Exactly.
That
The
is,
second dad gets to acting the hell up at courtside, you know Pat Riley is not going to have that
yeah, that is
at
true.
all.
That's true.
And the daddy acting like that is the main issue.
I don't know if this is true or not. I heard he about to be a grandpop because Bernie got his girlfriend knocked up. I don't know if that's true or not. I've seen it somewhere. I've seen it on Twitter.
Oh Lord.
Well, they can both go and ride horses into the sunset. Fuck out of here.
Hmm. Let's see. Mo said, to be fair, Luca and Reeves don't play any defense.
I can deal with that. I can deal with them too.
Mm-hmm.
It's him. It's LeBron. Because with him, he do little underhanded BS like undermining JJ and keying with the other team when we're down 22 points. Like shit, honey. Excuse me. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's LeBron I can't stand. He's doing this little thing. Like you could tell he's throwing his weight around.
Yeah.
I'm like, take your ass home. And JJ can't do nothing about it.
I mean, look, JJ's definitely trying all he can. I did say, just the other night in the Discord, I was watching the Lakers game, and a lot of the possessions kind of went around LeBron. There was like 3 or 4 in a row. He was just in the corner. And a couple of times he was in the corner looking at the opposing bench while the Lakers are running offense. And then defensively, he kind of stands in a spot and, halfway wants to help on defense, but then doesn't. And I was just like, a bit of a disconnect here. So
Why is he on the floor? We don't need him. And he knows that. That's why he's acting like this. We don't need his ass anymore. Really. And he don't like that. So he's gonna do that. Little queen prick. Like
I mean, I do get your, uh, why you would want AD back. Because another part I've seen is Aiton. Sometimes Aiton has good energy, but he kind of seems a little unsure where to go. And if I see him miss another like push shot in the lane, I don't know how JJ hasn't lost it. Because like a little, 10-footer, he does this little like Trey Young push, and it's always like off the back rim or it's short. And I'm just like,
And he bricks it. And I'm like, you cannot be bricking shots 10 feet away from the fucking whatever. You have got to be kidding me. And then when it's time to get physical, he either there or he not.
mm-hmm,
If it's somebody he know he got the advantage of, raw. If it's somebody he know he's gonna have a little bit of a fight for, you know he's gonna fold like a damn lawn chair.
mm-hmm.
Fold like a fresh thing of origami. That's all he do. And miss shots.
So Mo said Reddick set himself up for failure by kissing LeBron's butt, which
He
I
had
thought,
to because
I
they
thought
weren't
in the
gonna get.
beginning that was because of the podcast. I feel like
Yeah.
now, JJ is trying, but LeBron's 40 something. LeBron's like, hey, I'm not going to be here much longer. I'm going to do me.
And JJ has to go to the front office. I can't sit here and be a viable head coach. You know JJ has potential to be a very good head coach in this league. We've seen it.
Mm-hmm. Now, top of Bron was in a different situation with Miami because he was desperately trying to get that title. And then once he
He don't
started
care
becoming,
anymore.
but like once he started becoming an issue, yeah, Pat was done with him.
And I'm like, the front office catered to everything LeBron did, empowered him to everything LeBron wanted, and getting that championship empowered him to act like an ass like this. In what way is it ever okay to emasculate your coaches?
Well, that's kind of the LeBron problem because the media will have you believe if you don't do everything for LeBron, then you're doing wrong by LeBron. So some front offices fall for that, while others, like Miami, they went with it for a little bit, and once it crossed the line, they were done with him. And Pat Riley has that kind of clout because, Pat Riley makes the move. Miami fans go, "All right, cool. You're Pat Riley. You've been doing great things, whatever." But LA, it's they went through that time where they kind of weren't doing all that well. They're supposed to be a title town type of NBA franchise. So yeah, they did what they could. They got their title. And now, which I think is the right decision, you can obviously tell they're Luca and Austin Reeves as Batman and Robin. LeBron is Alfred.
His ass is his ass ain't even the damn spaceship that they ride in. The Batmobile. All them damn wheels done fell off.
Okay, so most comments are now coming in finally. So, Mo, I got you. Aiden's entire skill set screams soft. Yeah,
Yeah.
he is
And
a
that's why I didn't want him on my team.
yeah. Well. So I guess outside of these two, I mean, I guess we did say Trey Young. Is there another name you
Kaminga.
might get moved?
Kaminga.
I mean, that seems
Jonathan Kaminga's getting moved.
that seems destined to happen. Yeah.
Who
You got
else?
anybody you think might be moved?
I know the 76ers want Joel to be moved.
Yeah. Yeah.
They want that problem out of there. Him and Paul George.
You probably have to take on somebody else's problem to move Embiid, though. But Sixers fans might be okay with that.
Can the Brooklyn Nets trade Michael Porter Jr. to China?
Not to China. Look, I give y'all Joel for Nicholas Claxton, yo. Like, give me Nick and y'all can take Joel.
Brooklyn would
You already
probably be
know what
scared of
trade I
that.
want to happen.
Brooklyn would be scared because Brooklyn is still feeling that Celtics deal where they took on KG and Pierce, and everybody said they got fleeced, which they did. But if they did something else like that and it brought them Joel Embiid, I don't know if Nets fans can handle that.
They've been forced to handle how many years of bad basketball?
Yeah. Last thing
They
you
can
need
handle
is
that.
a potentially, you know, unmotivated Embiid in Brooklyn. Nah. What's up, Anthony?
Send them to Charlotte.
Zion. That is another name that needs to be moved. Will the Pelicans finally pull the trigger on that?
Who is taking Zion?
Hey, Key,
Who's
Zion
there
for
right
Joel
now?
Embiid. Talking trade rumors, people we think might get moved around the deadline.
I'm like, Zion, he's not even healthy right now. What? Who's coming? Who's trading for that?
Small market looking ticket sales would do it. All right, here we
So
go.
Charlotte.
Should be moved. Embiid, Zion, Trey Young, Kawhi, LeBron, and Son. I mean,
Yes,
Mo couldn't even give him Bronny, gave him Son. I got it.
both of them. And if the Lakers do the same BS that they did last year with wasting a draft pick on
Mhm.
Bronny, and then they just turn around and I end up with Bryce, I'm gonna riot. Y'all gonna hear me for a week straight, actually a month straight. I'm not gonna let up.
If Bryce is available, if LeBron is still on the team, you have to know that's part of the plan.
I will find another team to watch until they're both gone.
Okay. I would say go to the Crosstown Clippers, but they're a hot mess
Hell
too.
no. Why would I go watch the Land Before Time in action? Why would I go watch that? Dinosaurs playing basketball and breaking bones. Old ass fossils. What do they got going on? How do you lose a game like the way the Clippers lost the game? Riddle me that.
I mean, we could pivot to that because yeah.
This is what Chris Paul was damn talking about.
Mm-hmm. I just love the video where Harden, who's clearly supposed to be a point guard, has his back to the ball and starts walking the other way, and I'm just like, well, aren't you going to go get the ball? That's literally your job at that point. But yeah, that is something. And my thing is, a couple of years ago, everybody was telling us Ty Lue was this great coach. Have we seen how the Clippers have started kind of trending? Should we not be questioning how great of a coach Ty Lue actually is?
He only got that great mantra because people felt bad of how Braun did him.
That's true. Clippers should be traded. No, don't do Seattle like that.
Don't even
Seattle
make them.
doesn't deserve that.
They don't deserve that. They have good coffee. They do not deserve to go watch the Flintstones in live action play basketball.
Right.
They don't deserve that. The Clippers just got their season has been an epitome of a hot mess.
Mm-hmm.
You've been paying Kawhi under the table, and we know you did it. So don't start that because you paid him late, and that's how you got caught, dumbasses. Um, you move on from Norman Powell in favor of Bradley Beal, who's averaging 20 something points a game, and who is done for the year with an injury. James Harden is James Harden, so you don't know what you're going to get at this point.
And the season keeps going the way that you don't know how locked in he's going to be.
He's gonna call it out. He's gonna mail it in, and you know he's gonna mail it in. He might put on another fat suit and mail it in.
Yeah,
I can't believe he did that shit. Like, no.
that makes sense. It seems fair.
Um, who else is on that team that just bothers me? They definitely don't have picks
Yeah.
because you catered to Kawhi because he wanted Paul George, and guess what happened with Pinky Ring Paul? He and the 76ers causing their fans torment,
Mm-hmm.
getting on their nerves with his inavailability.
Yeah.
So, like, you built Oklahoma City a damn dynasty by being stupid. Now you got Kawhi over here talking about we need better players. They can't get better players because of your robotic ass.
I miss the days where the most we had about Kawhi was his laugh.
Now he's talking and I don't like it.
Yeah. Mhm.
They gave it to him in a damn box
Yeah.
with a bow on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's that is yeah, hilarious. Going to the lottery, 0 picks.
Mind boggling.
Mm-hmm. Went all in for a
Nothing.
very much veteran team.
Lord, is Ty Lue getting the boot?
I don't
At
you
this
see. I
point,
don't know. Tyler's Dark
I
Horse.
don't think so. I
I think
don't
some
think
hit will
so.
start to be put on him after this season.
Hmm.
But I think Ballmer will look at it more so. They just made a mistake with the roster, not necessarily Ty Lue. Problem is,
Ballmer's going down the slope of being a bad owner his damn self.
but now the problem is like, how do you get out of this situation that you're in? Because let's say you wanted to make moves at the deadline, maybe you get something. Yeah, Kerm, I'm glad you brought him up. Lawrence Frank, who got
Gotta
a
go.
extension for some reason, but yeah, he's part of the problem too. Kawhi might get you something, not really difference making. Harden, maybe you get a team desperate enough for a point guard. Maybe Harden can. I don't know, but
The only one that got value is Zubac.
right. Which if you're the Clippers, that should be the hardest decision to make because I'd rather keep Zubac and kind of move off the AARP squad. But Bradley Beal's a guy who you may have been able to move, but he's hurt, so that's going to hurt that. To be honest with you, I don't even know what Brooke Lopez is doing out there. I didn't understand the signing to begin with, but
Just adding another dinosaur to a team full of damn fossils.
Kraken owner really brings back the songs to Seattle. This is where you end and no further. Kerm, I think Seattle's gonna be an expansion team, but I don't know. Because let's say they really want to go Vegas. Do they do two Western Conference cities, or would they do a Western and an Eastern Conference? What could help is Memphis. I think Memphis could make an easy transition to the East if you needed them to. There's also a couple
Because
teams.
they're right there.
Yeah. Even like the Timberwolves technically could make the switch to the East if you needed them to. Like they're close enough to like the Pistons and Detroit where, it makes some sense. But Memphis should be
That
in
is a
the East.
good question, Mo.
That's what I'm
Nothing.
saying though, but it seems like everybody put Ty Lue up there with like the Spolstra, which even though I did question kind of last week what Spolstra done the last few years, but Ty Lue's been thrown up there as this elite coach, and I feel like we're not seeing it right now with this Clippers team. It seems like Ty Lue's kind of reserved the right to just stand there and let this whole thing burn around him and assume he's not going to catch any fault for it.
Why would he want? Why would he want to coach a burning team, an old team? You don't get tired of this?
Yeah, I think they're kind of stuck with it. I don't know how you improve it this year.
Look,
So
if
he probably
I'm
has to do
Tom
it.
Lue, I'm asking them to buy me out.
Wouldn't be shocked if that was on the horizon. Now, some job would have to be kind of open for him to probably do that. But,
There's one open in New Orleans.
I mean, that's kind of a mess too, though.
True.
At least till
But
they
there's
move on.
pieces.
So,
If you move on from Zion, it'll be more attractive.
true. I agree. Sharon Moore. Quite a week.
This is a whole dumpster fire right here.
So we went from, just backtrack like a year. Harbaugh disciplined by Michigan. Harbaugh's going to the NFL. Harbaugh's like, I don't care, not my problem. Do what you want. Sharon Moore takes over. And
Cry.
this is Michigan. Michigan's a big deal job. Like, he lucks into that because Harbaugh bolts for the NFL. Less than probably a calendar year, he screwed it up. And, you know, it's one thing what Harbaugh was doing, like that's kind of regular college stuff. Moore said, hey, Moore's like, take your controversy and let me double down 100-fold. So if you don't know the details, you probably know enough of it, but Moore, who is married with kids, keep that in the back of your mind, has an assistant that he favors, he hooks up, little pay raise and some stuff. They fool around.
He had a happy ending that didn't end so happy.
Did she win and snitch?
But it's like all the little rumor details. It's like he's getting Plan B sent to the office and kind of stupid stuff like that. Paying for an abortion. Like, this is just wild. And if that wasn't wild enough for you, man gets picked up by the police, like stalking and like threatening to, like, it's just, this might be the greatest crash out like we have seen in a while. And now, obviously, Sharon Moore is probably worried about a little bit more than just this story because there's probably like jail time coming. Who knows? But I guess, like, what do you feel about? I mean, Mo kind of sums it up here. Pure moron, absolutely.
Dumb, dummy. Like, was it worth it? Keisha Cole, if y'all know Keisha Cole, she got a song called "It."
Was it worth it?
Mm-hmm.
Was it worth it?
And that song is a bop, by the way.
It is. That's my favorite album, actually. Was it worth it?
Mm-hmm.
You risk it all. $12 million, the $1 million job, one of the prestigious school in the country when it comes to college football. You use alumni there, so everybody gravitated around you. The players wanted to play for you. You win a championship, under, you wasn't the head coach, but when Harbaugh was suspended, they rallied around you.
Mm-hmm.
And you did this asinine. Was the honey packs worth it? You had the honey. She must have gave you the honey packs for you to keep going.
Did you not learn from Shannon Damn Sharp?
And it's funny because even now Shay on a nightcap, he was like, "Oh, I understand." Oh, I bet you do.
He understands. He does. It didn't cost him his job.
Right, but he didn't.
And lack of discipline.
But he didn't. The thing with Shay is he didn't go to this magnitude though. He didn't go stalking nobody. He didn't have a wife and kids that he left for. He didn't have a $1 million job. I mean, ESPN went throw him no millions, but he didn't have $1 million job. And you gonna go because this girl broke it off with you? You gonna go over there and say, "Oh, I'm gonna kill myself with a butter knife"? First off, what you cutting with a butter
What
knife?
what are you doing with a butter knife?
What are you cutting with a butter knife?
What are
You
you
cut yourself with a butter knife.
I mean,
what type of
What are we doing?
manipulative? He wanted her to pick the guilt trip is guilt. He was trying to guilt trip her and make her feel bad because apparently she ruined his life when he did it to his damn self. And so he wanted to try that manipulative. I'm gonna kill you in front of me. I'm gonna kill myself in front of you and make you feel bad trope. Man, you deserve 5 years in prison just for that BS by itself.
see, I
I
didn't
can't
even,
stand when people do that. That
I
is
didn't
such
even know he had a butter knife.
narcissistic behavior.
I didn't know he had a butter
That's
knife.
why it's the facts. Y'all didn't learn from Ime Adoka. You gonna mess with the staff, and then you gonna cheat on Nia Long of all people. Why would you want to do that? But y'all didn't learn from this.
But even like you said, Shannon Sharp wasn't that long ago.
Right.
No. And the thing is, like, what was this? I just can't stand levels of this stupidity of this level. Now you got to pay a boatload of legal fees.
Mm-hmm.
She finna leave your ass, and you know she's leaving with half.
Mm-hmm.
Word to Kanye. Um, you're not getting that money back because Michigan found cause to fire you, and this is not the first time you've been under investigation for sexual misconduct. You horny fuck. This the third time. Third. Like, you didn't think after the first two damn investigations, maybe I should just keep it in my pants.
Mm-hmm.
He was thinking.
Maybe
He was thinking with the wrong head. That's what it was.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you dumb dumb, and you deserve everything you come. Like to sit there and have an altercation with your wife, and then you go to the lady house and threaten to kill yourself. You did it. See me, that don't work on me. I would have told you have fun.
Mm-hmm.
And if you were riding around in hell, I wouldn't throw water on you. You're not gonna manipulate me.
First off, she dumb too because I'm blaming both parties here.
Exactly.
Because he had a wife and kids,
Mm-hmm.
and he married and everything. So I'm blaming both parties, and and she got too caught up. And then obviously it must have been that good that he wanted, it had to been golden that he needed some more. I guess maybe something his wife ain't do. I'm not gonna get into details. I'm just saying when men cheat, it's something different. They're not thinking the move. They're not thinking. They just want their cake and eat it too. I feel like when females cheat, our female is something emotionally they're not getting at home. There's the reason why people step out, even though it's bad. Shouldn't step out on your relationship. I'm just saying, like I just feel like that's why each sex do that. But they both wrong. She was wrong. He was wrong.
Yeah.
It just so happens he went more drastic with it, threatening to kill himself and stalking her and breaking in. Now he's facing jail time.
Yep.
Or
The
something
thing
dumb.
is, if you I'm also hearing that these two have been kind of messing around for a couple of years now. The thing is, the second you got that head coaching job, you
Yeah.
can
Stuff
get
like
away with crap like that
that.
as an assistant. You can get away with stuff like that as an assistant, as a low level coach or whatever. But as a head coach, cut it out. You should have known that.
Mm-hmm.
Now you didn't embarrass yourself, your wife. Congratulations, dumbass. You done successfully hustled backwards.
Kids are finding out about this in the worst way.
Mm-hmm.
Mo, look, great point. Talking about everything happening to him is on him. Rick Pitino, I mean, look, that man's got a lot of skeletons in his closet. Petrino, we know. Urban Meyer, yeah. They all got multiple chances. Sharon Moore, this is also on you. you have to know better because of who you are, what you look like. Stuff like this could completely kill your career. And if you
He
spend
don't see
even,
color, remember?
but I'm just saying, like, if he spends even like half a second in jail, he could forget trying to step on a college campus again as a
Hmm.
coach. Now, if he can avoid it somehow, maybe he disappears for a couple of years, pop up at some small school. Maybe he can get back to this level. I doubt it, but that's like you said, Key. Was it worth it?
No, it wasn't worth it. Was it
Like,
worth it? No. Look where he's
it's
at.
crazy.
He ain't got no side piece. He ain't got no house. He ain't got no job. You ain't got your wife. I'm sure you can't see your kids. Like, what do you tell the kids? Oh, what? I don't know how old his kids are, but what do you say to them? Like, they're gonna grow up to hear this. Oh, what happened to their dad? It's all gonna be on the internet. It's gonna be the news. They got to go through it. Hopefully, they're like young, where they don't know nothing.
Right.
But it's just sad. It's just sad. It's just to lose it all. The one thing you want to step out and you lose everything.
Yeah.
I hate having to even bring this up, but he said he don't see color. He finna see it now.
Yeah.
He finna see it now. Because just like Mo said, how many people got second chances for doing some BS like this? Couple of them. He did it to himself, but he finna see now.
Yep.
Had a goose egg of a job gifted to you, and you drop it.
Hardest thing to do concerning children. Yeah. That's the part that's gonna be rough. And like you said, depending on their ages, like if he has like a high school age kid, that kid's
Oh
gonna get it
hell
from
no!
all circles
No.
that walk around that school. Even middle school. Look, middle school kids can be brutal. So, like, yeah, that's the part that I guess the mom's got to worry about too. Like, how does she
Nope. I'd be
shield
like,
them
Mom,
enough
you not. I'm not
from
going
that?
back to school. We gonna
Yeah.
do this. Talk to the principal. Do some virtual. No, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt that kid, especially a high school kid. High school kids, as a matter of fact, kids is cruel and rude. Period. They don't care what age you in. It could be elementary
Mm-hmm.
school, middle school, high school. Kids is wrong. They cruel. They little ankle biters, and they don't got no home training. Not all of them. I'm just saying. Some of them are respectful, but kids in general, they're cruel. So I can only imagine what is going on in high school.
Most little crotch rockets are mean as hell.
Okay, so I had to look it up. The kids are says like 5 or 6 is the oldest. The other one's like 2 or 3, and then they have like a younger one.
Okay. Oh God. Thank God. Okay.
So
I mean, not thank God, but I'm just because that age the kid's not going to. Okay.
yeah,
That
it might
is
be
for
more
my
so
mind.
like her with other parents because
Oh
they'll
yeah.
be saying stuff behind her back, and that can get her.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not her fault.
But they'll be, oh, there she go. Her man did doing behind her back, like. So, Sharon Moore, we'll see you on the other side there, buddy. After you do your time, because we know you getting time for this. So,
Donkey of the day. Of the year.
yes,
The year.
yeah.
Can't even let us get out of 2025 without this crap.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's keep going. Joe Burrow.
You look so sad.
Joe Burrow need a hug, man. That man needs a hug. He gave off Andrew Luck vibes. Like he gave off like at the end of that press conference, he was going to stand up and be like, you know what? I'm done. Give me the paperwork now. I'll just go home. I'll find joy somewhere else. Whenever you start hearing athletes talking about like they're losing fun, they got to find fun. If you're the front office in Cincinnati, start calling around.
Mm-hmm.
That whole thing, you gotta get them out of there. Because we know your front office isn't competent to begin with. So the same issues you have on defense, you'll probably have again next year. The same issues with the O-line, you'll probably have again next year. And clearly Joe Burrow is done with these seasons where he's out there fighting for his life and then getting injured. So
Mm-hmm.
he needs a change of scenery. Take the pushback from the fans. They'll boo you relentlessly, but You got to get Joe out of Cincinnati at this point.
I knew
I
it
guess
was gonna come to this. I knew it was gonna come to this point eventually. I knew it
it
was.
seemed like it was, destined.
It was obvious because the Bengals do not cater to the offensive line or the defense.
Mm-hmm.
They get you your skill players, but no protection. The quarterback's gonna be poop. Running for his life, sacked a whole bunch of times, injuries. And Joe Burrow, you already know he's injury prone. You step on his foot, he'll probably get turf toe again. So I'm just for him to say he's not having fun, he don't look like he having fun. He got to come back off injury. Is there one season where he wasn't hurt?
No.
He's always hurt.
Well, I was trying to think the year they went to the Super Bowl.
He was hurt then.
Yeah, I was trying. Yeah,
He missed
like
a couple games.
We're never going to see the Super Bowl again.
Yeah.
First of all, and he shouldn't have went. Thank you, Tannehill. Quit reminding me of that.
I did.
That was the 9-sack game, right?
Yes.
Damn.
I did forget about that. Yes. I'll actually kind of look up if he's actually ever played. I mean, 2024, he had a great year. 43 touchdowns. All right, let's see. That's not the stat
I honestly do feel bad for Joe. But Dan Orlovsky was like, teams should be calling like the Bengals right now. Ain't nobody's trading him. Like, he's not getting released. He said, I forget the other teams. He said the Jets, Pittsburgh, and somebody. First off, the Bengals
do not do that. If he goes from Cincinnati to the Jets, he'll retire the day they trade for him.
Exactly.
Do not do that man like that.
And Cincinnati is not answering a damn phone number that got a Pittsburgh area code on it.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good point, Tapa. Tapa said, look, Burrow signed that contract like Myles Garrett did. And he knew what he was signing up for, and he absolutely would have gotten that money elsewhere.
The difference between Burrow and Garrett is Burrow did not ask out and put on this whole big ass soliloquy talking about going from Cleveland to Canton and I want to win a Super Bowl and da 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 da, and I'm not happy just to turn around and kiss the truck.
Mm-hmm. So
Burrow, you can see year in, year out where you kind of feel bad for him because it's like the front office failed. They tried addressing the offensive line. They failed miserably.
They didn't have to take Jamar Chase.
And they didn't have to take
T. Higgins. Yeah, honestly, they should have took a lineman in that draft, but because there was plenty of them there, you're going to take Chase. And then you pay T. Higgins. And now
that's going to be the one that Bengals fans will look at. Did you really need to pay T. Higgins?
No, you didn't, because now he ain't playing because he concussed.
Because you could have explained to Joe, you need to choose.
But I feel like the front office should have done that on their own. Like, I feel like even if they, told Higgins to go elsewhere, if Burrow had Chase, Burrow would have been fine. He'd have been happy. Mm-hmm. I get it, Burrow standing up for his guys, but you have to be able to tell him, like, hey, we're letting Higgins walk. We're going to put that money towards a line. Joe Burrow wasn't going to argue against that. The problem is they just go, we have Joe. Joe's great. Joe will fix everything for us. He can't do that. One, the division he's in, I mean, most years, Baltimore defense kind of gets after you. Most years, that Steelers defense, nothing to mess with. And we already know about Cleveland's defense. So, the division you're in, and you have this man out there, butt naked with no offensive line to protect him. Like, you're risking it. And they're lucky because the second season he played every game, his third season he played every game, and last year he played every game. They're probably lucky they got those 3 years out of him with the way that they've operated. So, it's unfortunate. I watched the press conference like on YouTube, and I was like, I felt so bad for those reporters are probably like, oh man, he's probably really gonna be gone now. Like we're
He
gonna have these
only
days where
cheered
we
up.
don't have Joe Burrow to talk to.
He only cheered up when they started talking about Pokemon.
Right.
Y'all gotta make him feel like he's talking about Pokemon every day.
Crazy part is he do look like Macaulay Culkin. It's a split image. It don't make no sense. Look like
Yeah.
Kevin right there from Home Alone. That is Kevin from Home Alone right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is, man. So I guess
He
what do you
just
think
looks
is
so
most likely to
miserable.
happen? So what's most likely to happen? Burrow, this was just a moment where he just had, they just caught him at the wrong time and he's still the Bengals quarterback. He gets moved somewhere else or he retires. We'll just say within the next 3 years.
If he don't get moved, I think he do end up making that decision to retire and pull a Andrew Luck. Or since he makes it
Okay.
difficult.
Okay. Key, what do you think is most likely to happen?
Um, I think Joe could possibly go elsewhere. Please don't sign that. Don't give. You don't got to sign. They might offer you the money. You don't got to sign it. You don't have to sign it.
Mm-mm.
If they offer you some money, you don't have to sign it. In order for me to stay in Cincinnati, you look, give them an ultimatum. I need help, protection. I need it, and we
I
need some.
need to stay off the field.
And we need
Defense.
and we need some defense.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all can't do that, I gotta go because I'm starting not to have fun here in Cincinnati.
I mean, y'all already put cinnamon in chili.
I, I
Nasty.
I couldn't believe that. That just sounds
They
so
put
wrong.
cinnamon in chili. What the hell is going on in Ohio? Cinnamon in chili.
Topper brings up
That's a stomach ache.
an interesting team. The Rams have Matt Stafford. Matt Stafford's not going to be here forever. Could they swing something like this and get Burrow out to LA? Which, if he does that,
Ooh, the Burrows
might
to
be a
the
Super Bowl in 2 years.
Yeah,
Rams.
well,
If Burrow goes to the Rams, they're gonna have a couple Super Bowl rings.
they
What?
gonna have a couple of them.
Oh, I like that. Send Burrow to LA to replace Stafford. And I
Send it
bet
to
you
him.
McVay stayed in.
He will. He gonna
Mm-hmm.
stay there for 6 years. He gonna get an extension.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, Kyle. The Rams. That's a good pick. Ooh.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Topper put that one in the chat. I got to give him credit for that
Burn,
one.
that's a good one. Ooh,
That,
I
that
like that one.
It kind of
Ooh.
matches up. Because let's say, probably the best way that would happen, like if the Rams win the Super Bowl this year and Stafford goes, all right, I'm done. I think the very next day, the Rams get on the phone and try to work this out. So
Because they
Topper,
have
you
two
do that.
first round draft picks.
And you know McVay don't care about picks.
Right.
He don't care about them.
They have that Falcons pick, which is going to be a high pick. And Cincinnati would need a quarterback.
And
You
then
give
and
them
some
that
in this
high
draft.
first round
You
pick.
can get one of that 8th round pick.
There you go.
I mean, Chase and oh well.
The Falcons are dumbasses. Next, Fortnite needs to be fired.
Hey, you can't
Now
tell
we
me
got to
about
deal
that. Okay, Falcons beat the Bucks last night. They're partying.
and screaming in cameras like they actually done did ish when they were actually trusted to do ish. They laid eggs.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Raheem Morris has a punchable face. I do not advocate for violence, but when you see him, I'm like, I could really,
Mm-hmm.
like,
Let's see. Cause look at their cap situation. The Bengals actually have money next year. So they would have to sit down with Joe at the end of the season and go, look, we gave you Higgins, we gave you Chase. Now I don't know what their free agency looks like, so they may have some guys that they need to re-sign, but they need to convince Joe, stay here. We're going to invest in the O-line. Any money they spend in the offseason should be O-line. Even defense, I can kind of live with what they're doing over there. Like they have like some young guys that they're trying to develop. Maybe you just say, hopefully those guys in their second, third year, whatever, they kind of figure it out. But they have to just pump money into the O line. Cousins needs to sit down. Kirk. He brought up them 2 chains and he was living it up after that game. Man almost passed for 400 yards. I can't be mad if he did. I see someone calling Cousins like they did Rivers.
See, but Cousins is more recent.
Cousins will go somewhere where they have a young quarterback that's not ready yet, and he'll be a cheap little option for a year or 2. All right, I know George's ready for this one. So, Matt Barnes, all the smoke, and Emmanuel Acho, the guy who makes sure you hear every little syllable when he speaks, got beef. Acho starts talking about Shador. Matt Barnes called him fake, flip-flopper, whatever you want to call him. Because Acho was one of those who was very critical of Shador. And Shador's had I guess a couple of good games. And all of a sudden, Acho's team Shador. So Matt Barnes called him out for it. And not to say, look, Acho is not the only one either. There's a lot of people who all of a sudden are changing their tune because of how Shador played last week. I think whichever side you're on, if you are now all of a sudden, because talk about it on the ball, Jory was there. The amount of stuff you see on social media comparing Shador to people, like it is ridiculous. It's look, he already has a 300-yard passing game and so doesn't have one yet. Oh, Shador is a 5th-round pick, but this guy's a first-round pick. Look how much better Shador is. And it's like, it's been 2 games. Let's calm down a little bit. The Browns also aren't, it's not like the Browns are some surprise team. Like if Shador had led the Browns to something like what the Patriots are doing, fine. Have at it. Jump off the top rope if you want to and just let everybody have it. They're still a bad team. They're still dysfunctional. And look, the team isn't even fully sold on them because they're still floating out Deshaun Watson as an option. So I think everybody needs to calm down with the nonsense. Acho, quit that flip flop stuff. You're not at ESPN anymore. Like you're allowed to have your strong opinion, stick with it. But that's just my 2
crazy.
cents.
I don't remember him on ESPN. I know
he was on Fox.
I know his brother there. I know his brother's there.
I think Acho was. I feel like Acho was kind of the same thing his brother was, and then Acho moved on, and then they just brought in his brother to be like this random college analyst every once in a while.
You can tell that they related when they smile. The white ass horse teeth. And the one thing I want to say to Acho, because he also went at Stat too, talking about.
Is Stack really the dude you really just want to go at?
Is that really the one you want to go at?
That got crazy.
Acho, and you say that Acho literally said that Stack was gonna is black for convenience and da 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 da. I'm like, oh, you did it so tone deaf. Did you not? Stephen freaking Jackson was when all that stuff happened with George Floyd. Who was the main person parading George Floyd? Stack. So you can't sit here and say that Stephen Jackson is black for convenience, dumb bitch. Like, we're not doing that.
Now, look, Shady's another one who he says the most outlandish stuff. So apparently Shady said if Shador beats Caleb Sunday, he's better than Caleb.
Shady needs his ass whooped too. I'm tired.
Oh, wait till the final burn.
Mm-hmm. By that logic, Shady said, wouldn't that make Cam Ward better than Shador since he beat him last week? No, that was floated around too, that Shador should have been the number 1 pick and Cam, it's like, bruh, y'all need to calm down.
And they want to act like all those reports about the interviews, which we know were true, are lies and it's just all BS. No, because he came out and said, I handled things immaturely. Shador said it his damn self.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that his stance, I might have to get this part of my rant out now because now his stance over here tripping because he's playing well for
Mm-hmm.
one game. You know, the first game, it was kind of shaky.
Yeah.
Let him keep building. Let him play. Let him play. Now Dylan Gabriel girlfriend should have shut the hell up because now Dylan Gabriel not gonna play.
All these players, significant others need to hush.
Just be
Mm-hmm.
quiet. And
Like, I'm waiting for her to break, his trade request. She'd probably be like, Dylan wants out of Cleveland.
where's Dylan gonna go? To Mexico? Like back to what happened last week. So I don't like because this has been pissing me off. I've sat on this all week. I had to hear it
Mm-hmm.
Monday. I had to hear it Tuesday. I had to hear it Wednesday. I had to hear it Thursday. I had to hear it Friday about the Titans Browns game. We're not going to sit here and fault Cam for the coaching staff actually having a good game plan. We're not going to sit here and do that. Cam didn't have to do that. When you're neutralizing Miles damn Garrett, you held Miles Garrett to one sack. One. People thought he was going to break the sack record against my team. One freaking sack.
I ain't gonna hold y'all. I said he was.
One sack. We have one sack. And y'all over here trying to break down Cam and build up Shador. Shador's only started two games. Cam has started all season. Of course, his coach got fired in week 5. He still got to deal with this offensive horseshit play calling. The offensive line has it's just now getting its act together. Just now. And y'all want to sit here and knock Cam down. And the receivers, they're young. They have to learn. They have to develop the chemistry. But we know Alec and DK can be very special. Cam played well. We're not going to sit here and knock Cam down to build up Shador. I don't like that, and I don't appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got people saying Shador looks more athletic than Cam. Who put a safety on a damn shirt? Who?
That video was funny. It was also
Greg
the other
Delpit
guy
needed some
falling
milk.
down randomly too that just made it even funnier. I still
That was the chef's kiss. When I noticed that, I was like,
was
what the
doing.
hell? Is he just rolling, just tumbling? Who's laughed to you?
Yeah. I mean, look, like Sajin said, Cam played well himself. The crazy thing is, like you said, Jory, people talked about the game like the Browns won the game. And I think in some people's minds they did, which good for you living in that world of fantasy.
They lost.
Right.
They lost, and Jeffrey Simmons had a field day. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about Shador. Guess what? Shador lost. Spent all this time glazing him and not talking about the team that actually won the game. I can't stand it.
Tony Pollard should be getting love too.
Exactly.
Top says Dion is the reason his son got drafted in the 5th. Nobody is talking about that.
He knows that.
Well,
Dion knows that.
The Dion stands are the ones that say all this about Shador as well. They're just one and the same.
They're just delusional, and they don't want to admit it.
Mm-hmm. But, I mean, look, I feel like for the Shador stands, how about you let him win the starting job in Cleveland? Like, he has it for the rest of the season, but they're not committed to him beyond that. When they come out and say he's starting week 1, y'all can say whatever you want. Be his fan base. I don't care. Just don't be crazy with it.
The one thing, we'll know exactly what Cleveland think first week in April. Such a Cleveland thing to do if they go draft another quarterback.
I don't think they can afford to do that. Like, it's bad enough the amount of quarterbacks they're paying who aren't
They're
even.
paying 8.
Yeah. So if you now turn around and use a high first round pick on a quarterback again, yeah.
It don't even have to be a first round pick. I
Well,
just think
I get
that somehow next draft season they end up with another quarterback.
only way they're allowed to do that, they'd have to move Gabriel in the offseason. If they did that and they drafted a quarterback like in the 5th round, I wouldn't care. But if Gabriel's still there, Shador's there, Deshaun Watson's there, I still find it
That's the funny
hilarious.
part.
They're sitting here acting like, hey, Deshaun might be our guy. Bruh, let
Y'all
that
gonna play
go.
him because you gotta pay him. Don't sit here and do that. Don't ruin them kids'
Y'all been
future
paying
like
him for
that.
nothing already. What's another year?
Exactly. Don't sit there and ruin Shador and Dylan Gabriel by making them sit behind weird ass quarterbacks.
Oop, there you go. I feel like the streamer just hiccuped for a second there. Hold on. There we go. Brought it back up. Yeah. I just think all that Shador has proved offseason is really between him and Gabriel. Shador's in the lead. Like Shador does more under center than Gabriel does. I feel like that's
Hmm.
the base point. I think if you're Cleveland, here's the weird part though. Like if Stefanski loses his job, is Shador enough of a draw for another coach, or is that other coach going to be like, I'm not the biggest Shador or Dylan Gabriel guy anyway. I want somebody who's my guy. That's the problem Cleveland might run into. But
They did this themselves.
it's Cleveland. All right. Well, let's keep it moving. Birds of a feather. So, uh, Kurum, Sajin, you all know this is a topic that Jory's been waiting for because we're talking about the NFL birds. And you can see they're represented. The purple one's obviously for the Ravens, red for the Cardinals, the
It
black
should
for
have been dead. Like with the feet.
yeah, that would have worked. Yeah, yeah. I guess this makes them a little bit too menacing. None of the 3 teams are really menacing right now.
At all.
The Ravens, we know, have their issues and they could possibly miss the playoffs. The Falcons are going to miss the playoffs, and the Cardinals have a Kyler Murray problem.
And they've been eliminated since week 3. Actually, they've been eliminated since DeMarcado dropped the ball
Right.
going into the end zone. That eliminated the Cardinals with their damn selves.
Mm-hmm. Now, I feel like the obvious answer to the question I'm thinking of is like, which of the 3 is in the best position? I'm going to assume the Ravens are.
Are they really?
Okay. That's what I'm saying. Because I was about to ask, out of the Cardinals and the Falcons, who's further away?
First of all, the one bonus that the Cardinals and the Falcons don't have that the Ravens do is Daniel Falele.
Yes.
That man is a waste of space.
Man,
And they keep
talk
running him out
about
there.
big for
I
no
don't understand
reason.
that. I don't get it. Start
Just
somebody
big
else.
for what? Like God blessed him with height and gave me the disadvantage of being vertically challenged, and he ain't doing shit with it.
Mm-hmm.
He
Give
don't put
me a couple
he
issues.
don't put no hands on nobody. You can't even threaten nobody.
What is this going to do to a defensive tackle? What is it? Why can't he set his feet? Why is he always doing pirouettes? Why is he always at the scene of a crime?
His hand it's like he's playing defense on basketball. His hands out and he's just moving.
My thing is,
Why is he
how
at
is
the
it?
scene of a sack? He's always the one at the scene of a sack. Have you noticed it? Did you see what he did during Pittsburgh when he just got shoved by
Yeah,
whatever?
he got handled. That was a pancake with syrup.
Mm-hmm.
He got handled by somebody who he is 200 pounds plus heavier than. What are we talking about?
Yep.
I think the Ravens they're not going to do anything until they get rid of Harbaugh.
Even though we
He,
all
but
know Monken will be gone before Harbaugh.
they both need to go.
I don't think Baltimore has the.
They've had the same issues from when they had Greg Roman. We're having the same damn issues now. It's because the message is stale. Nobody's listening to him. All Harbaugh does is when he gets out coached is make this same dumbass look on his face. Y'all know the look
And complain about something.
and complain. And then you got Lamar throwing his damn head around. He can't keep it on top of his head. You got Derek look like he finna cry, and he never did that in Tennessee. Jay Flowers, he looks like he's just one bad play from just losing his crap,
Mm-hmm.
and Harbaugh is just not taking accountability, not making the adjustments. But Monken is going to be the scapegoat. The
Mm-hmm.
offense and the defense is terrible.
Yes.
The offense can't move the ball, and that last sequence versus the Steelers, Lamar Jackson, you could have done anything but take a freaking sack right there.
Yep.
Anything. First of all, where's Derek?
I haven't
Does
heard.
he exist?
I don't know what it is about Baltimore. They do not want to run that man. Y'all know Derrick Henry.
But give him back.
He needs between 20 plus carries for Baltimore to win.
Mm-hmm.
Give him back. He will get that offensive line. My offensive line is shake his damn self. Give him back.
Simon says, "Are we sure that Lamar isn't going to go before Harbaugh? What if Lamar wants out?"
I would love to see that. My God. The meltdowns. My God. Do you know how many purple tears will be crying? The whole damn street of Baltimore is going to be purple. They're going to be upset,
Oh wow.
delusional.
Baltimore is like Pittsburgh almost. All right, so Baltimore Ravens have had 3 head coaches since their inception in 1996. So they had
Brian Billick,
Ed,
John Harbaugh,
Martian Broda, 96 and 98.
oh yeah, Marsha Broda.
Then
Yeah.
they had Brian Billick, 99 to 2007, and then Harbaugh came in 2008. They remind me of Pittsburgh Steelers.
Well, they need to stop doing that because that's the main reason why they have Super Bowls decades apart.
They only got 2 Super Bowl rings.
What's up, Damien?
They're notoriously stubborn. And actually, we can have a whole conversation about the whole AFC North needing to have needing coaching changes.
Yeah.
That's a conversation in itself.
I don't even
But
know who's the safest out of the 4 because they've all been.
Name one.
Yeah. I looked at their depth chart. Behind Falele is a rookie out of LSU.
I'm sure he
Why
can do better
can he
than
not
him.
get a shot?
Right.
Like,
Play him.
Yeah.
Why force your fans to just watch Daniel Falele? You know how bad it is when they boo you when they introduce you.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't. I was 11 the last time they went to the Super Bowl. I would turn 11 2 weeks after that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 24. You did. I done graduated, went to school, got 2 dogs, wrecked my car, did all of this other stuff, and the Ravens still ain't went to another Super Bowl.
Past years they've had every opportunity to go. Same with the Bills. Yeah.
The 2 things. Lamar is not a playoff quarterback, and it's time for us to admit that. He is not a playoff quarterback. Not.
That's a good point, right? Bills are going to have a lot of pressure in the playoffs.
Yeah, because the Patriots are caught up to them.
Not even just that.
They were coasting.
This could be a playoff year where Lamar's not there, Patrick's not there, Joe's not there. Josh Allen's going to be seen as the guy that has to get through the AFC this year. Has to. They don't care if he's a wild card or whatever. He has to make the Super Bowl. There's no excuses this season.
The Ravens are they are a couple of years away from being where my Titans are now. Couple of bad moves away. And they don't want and their fans does not want to really live with that. Your offensive line has not been that good. And if we're really gonna play who's in the eye test, which offenses look better? I can say it with my chest. Whose
I
defenses
mean,
look better?
that's a good point. Because if you're a Ravens fan, what are you going to do? Turn to the Wizards? You don't want that in your life either. So, look, it's kind of shocking how far they fell this year, and we'll see if they can bounce back because they do have major decisions to make on that team. I think Toppin made a point about the Cardinals earlier. At least on the defense side of the ball, Cardinals have something working there. They gotta get the quarterback fixed, and that's true. They do have the Orioles. Yeah, the Orioles would be the next best team to go to. I mean, the Orioles got Pete Alonso. A lot of excitement there, but the Cardinals just get steady quarterback play. They could be a team that turns it around quickly. The Falcons need overhaul in their front office.
Yeah.
Once they do that, maybe you could start thinking about them turning it around. Because right
I
now,
feel like it's the front office situation. Arthur Blank, you better, you don't really hear much of him. He just need to put front office people in places.
Get rid of Fortno. Get rid of that one. I'm
Rich
tired of his
McKay-
ass
Rich
terrorizing the
McKay
Falcons.
with the Falcons for a while. He needs to
Huh?
go too. Rich McKay,
Who?
who
Oh yeah, he's been need to go. He
needs to
needed to
go.
go for the past 10 years.
Yeah. Question going back to Burrow: can we really put the blame all on the Bengals organization for his injuries? He's been getting injured since college. Some of that is on him, not just the team.
Most of that is because he doesn't have an offensive line.
I mean,
The offensive line play hasn't been good.
He don't have no line. You're gonna get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I blame 90% the Bengals, 10% Joe.
There you go.
That to the 285 birds.
Yeah, we
They're
left.
getting on my nerves.
We left the one bird out. I hear about them every day.
I saved her. The only good bird that we got this year is the damn Seahawks.
Mm-hmm.
They're a sea chicken. They're the ones that annoy you on the beach. Oh no, that's a seagull.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, wrong bird.
But back to the Falcons. First of all, that's not a falcon. That statue. Which pisses me off so bad. The statue in front of Mercedes-Benz is not a freaking falcon. It's an eagle.
You know they are proud of that statue.
It is. It sure enough is. Yeah, I've been there. It's
an eagle. My God. It's a freaking eagle. Go put that in Philly. It's painted green.
We don't even got an eagle in front of our stadium. It's a I think it's Nick Foles. It's a statue of somebody. It's the Philly play.
Oh yeah.
Bro. And that is the Falcons are such an interesting organization. They're very interesting. They're poorly run, but they have magical moments where they look better than what they actually are. And then because they're poorly run, they revert back into being the same inconsistent ass Falcons. This year, what happened? You got swept by the Panthers. They put up 30 on you twice. They shut you out once. They beat you at home. You lost by a mile to the Seahawks. But you beat the Bills though.
Mm-hmm.
And then all the rest of it has just been a hot mess. A smoking hot mess. And all Raheem Morris do is get on that goddamn microphone and talk nonsense, a bunch of nothing. Just word salad.
Mm-hmm.
You don't make adjustments. Zach Robinson said this has been a tough year. No shit, Sherlock. Yeah.
I would quickly say there haven't because
They haven't been.
the one
Mm-mm.
bird in the AFC is the Ravens, and when they went,
And you had the Falcons go with Jamal Anderson with the dirty
they
bird.
played
The
the
Denver year.
Broncos.
They
The
played those
Eagles have played the Chiefs, and
Seahawks. I mean, there's been birds that won the Super Bowl, except for the
Yeah.
Cardinals.
but not a bird bowl.
yeah,
I don't want to see a bird bowl
That would be interesting, though.
because that means the Ravens will have to be the one to go to the Super Bowl, and I can't stand that crap. Absolutely not.
Falcons keep wasting their time, going to waste their two best players, Drake London and Bijan Robinson. Absolutely. And
Kyle Pitts had a resurgence last night.
I'm so sick and tired of Kyle Pitts. He dressed like a damn plumber. His head big as hell. Why does his ears? He got the Dumbo ears,
Mhm.
and he only play right when Kirk Cousins is throwing him the ball.
That's the problem. I just cannot understand that.
Atlanta's not going to get it together until they get rid of Raheem Morris and Fortenho and McKay and Zach Robinson and really reevaluate the roster.
If the Bucks aren't it next season, I would put more faith in Carolina. And the Carolina might do it this year.
And the Cardinals, they have a Gannon problem. But I don't really think it's all Gannon's fault.
No, because Kyler
People
Murray
got at him
a lot
for
of
getting on DeMarcado, for losing his crap to DeMarcado. I'm like, I understand. Do that in the locker room.
And I wouldn't have been mad if DeMarcado hit the shit out of Gannon, because you're not going
Me either.
you ain't going to be talking. First off, I ain't your kid. I'm grown. And I understand what I did was boneheaded. But I didn't need to be not in that moment.
Do that in the locker room when everything is over.
They didn't need to embarrass him like that.
Mm-mm. And the season ended there. You had that whole Titans game that took the heart out of Cardinals. You could tell.
Mm-hmm.
How'd they play after?
Exactly.
I forgot the Falcons made that whole Arthur Smith experience was something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to describe it. It was something, and not in a positive way. You get Desmond Ritter.
The process of hiring Raheem Morris, who was on Dan Quinn's staff. Dan Quinn loses the job. You don't consider Morris for the job. You let Morris go to LA, and because he high-fives Sean McVay, now you turn around and get him because, like, oh, he's going to bring the Rams culture. You already knew the kind of guy he was.
With the staff, Morris?
Didn't
he win a Super Bowl being, like, on the staff?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he was the DC when they won it, and that obviously made him attracted back to Atlanta like they didn't already have him in the building. So it's so stupid.
Oh, we hate Ritter. He still stinks.
Yeah, you can't mention that name in Atlanta. They don't want to hear that.
They won't hear that. The second you do, you get jumped.
Mm-hmm.
But with the Cardinals, it's like I feel like that game versus my team where they found a myriad of ways to lose. You had
we had sad
Kyler. You had the face fumble. That damn ball hit Kyler in the face. And it was just like you had to play the Benny Hill music for that entire sequence. Then you had the one at the end of the game where all the Cardinals player had to do was land on the ball.
So Trajan.
And to keep it in his zone.
Top of floating this out there. So then you'd have to force me to start rooting for Kyle Pitts. I'm not ready for that. But the man, I hated the pick when they made it. Didn't make any sense. Oddly enough, New England would probably have a tight end need, but Pitts is not the guy. I can't do it.
Y'all think he's lazy? Like when it comes to like, I don't know, like finishing plays, I guess.
No, because he didn't show any laziness last night.
Yeah, but even the second touchdown, he almost dropped it. Like he closed his hands too quickly. He bobbled it. I still say the elbow came down out of bounds either the same time as his butt was in bounds or right before. I feel like the Falcons got lucky with that one, but he almost lost concentration on that one and dropped that one. There's times where he'll make catches and he's running upfield, and defenders are like this close from knocking it away from him. So sometimes it just seems like he like loses focus.
And half does his routes. I know.
Yeah,
But it's like when Kirk Cousins is throwing the football, he's on point.
right. Even though Penix is the guy that they're gonna go back to. But Penix has a connection with like London and Mooney.
Yep.
Hmm.
Kirk loves Kyle Pitts.
Kurt likes tight ends.
Yeah.
That is true. Yes. But you would think for a young quarterback like Penix, a good tight end would be a
Right.
safety
Usually
blanket.
a tight end is a especially a younger quarterback's best friend.
Mm-hmm.
Because after everything else, the tight ends are always going to be open. He's going to be your last resort, kind of, if you don't check it down.
But you know what? This is that's the Falcons' karma for how bad they did Matt Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
This is exactly what the Falcons get. That man gave his heart and soul to the city of Atlanta. His kids, we call them the Ice Cubes. Yeah, they did Matt Ryan dirty, and now they've been a mess at the quarterback position ever since. That's what they did.
No, they made it right. They celebrated Matt Ryan Day. What a fraudulent day that was.
When was that?
Remember he like went back there as an announcer for Fox and they had like this big thing for him, welcoming him back and all this kind of stuff. It's like,
Well, karma ain't done with the Falcons yet, so there's that.
yeah. They need to stop making luxury picks. That's their problem.
Stop doing that and properly build a damn team.
Yeah.
Like the crazy part is they're not half bad. Like their defense is okay. They just put pieces in places. They'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
But Eric Horton will just be doing stuff just to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever just met somebody that just do stuff just to do it, have no rhyme or reason, no type of organization, none of that? That's Terry Fortnell. He just be doing stuff just to do it. If you really paid attention to all of his drafts outside of last year, there was no rhyme or reason.
No, they went with the trendy SEC pick. That's what they do. I knew when Kyle Pitts was on the board that there was an outside chance they were going to take him because he was the unicorn from Florida, SEC. That's how the fans will be like, oh, yeah, I love that pick. Even James Pierce, isn't he from Atlanta?
He's from Atlanta and went to Tennessee.
So they love the pick. Like, that's what they do. They are very territorial. If you grew up in Atlanta, good chance they're going to take you. And if you play in the SEC, they're going to take you.
That's their damn problem. Like, open up your horizons. I'm a good SEC nerd. Open up your horizons. Alec Manor went to Stanford. That ain't SEC.
Nope.
Hell no. Get him out of my city.
Wasn't
Period.
Rose the coordinator somewhere too and didn't do that well?
The Rams.
That's right.
Or was he?
I mean, he was technically Dan Quinn's DC.
Mm-hmm. For 28-3.
Yeah.
Oh hell no.
And that's exactly where the Falcons messed it up. Why are you hiring somebody that was on the same coaching staff from 28-3?
That's the reason why they didn't consider him when Dan Quinn got fired. Because he was a part of the problem too.
Why bring him back then?
That's because y'all went after
High five
y'all
Sean
went
McVay.
conservative. Y'all was killing Jared Grady was killing Brady. Every play he was in Brady's face.
Mm-hmm.
And then y'all gonna get conservative?
That was Shanahan.
Yes, because they also blamed Shanahan, even though first year Shanahan was in San Francisco and had a great year. Falcons fans were like, hey, why don't we bring him in as a head coach? Actually, we can kind of transition to the playoff picture. The NFC, you feel like those teams you can kind of understand, even though technically 4th seed is now Carolina, but this is the one I grabbed accidentally. The
I'm about to
AFC
put it
though,
wrong.
AFC though is the side that it's just crazy. It's Wild Wild West. Denver as the number 1 seed, who had that in the beginning of the year. Patriots leading the AFC East, who had that at the beginning of the year. The Jags are leading the South. I think maybe a few people might have had that, but that's
Jags fans, be honest.
yeah.
Jags fans, only Jags fans had them win in the South. Most of everybody had Houston
I
repeat.
had, and I ain't picked
And
that because
there's a good chance Houston chases them down and wins it anyway. The Steelers lead the AFC North, who had that.
that's gonna change.
The Bills as a wild card team, most of them thought they'd win the division. Now the Chargers as a wild card team, that might be the one team that people be like, okay, I can agree with that. And then Houston as a 7th seed, which I'm going to say, if Drake May has to face that defense in wild card round, I'd be a little worried.
I think if Houston if that spot stays Houston's I think is going to be scary when the playoff time comes.
Mm-hmm. It'd be a fun matchup, Vrabel versus D'Amico Ryans.
But then, you know what's going to happen in Houston? They're going to get all undisciplined, and they're going to realize that they're really kind of half-ass coached on the defense, even though they're really talented, but they get away with a bloody murder.
Mm-hmm.
This is a team who plays. This is somebody who sees them twice a year.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. And Aziz Al-Shaair being an idiot is going to cost this team.
Right.
I'll put money on that.
Yeah. But at least, AFC, I guess, interesting matchups. Well, if you get Jacksonville and Chargers, it'd be, scene of the crime when Brandon Staley with the Chargers. Trevor Lawrence had that terrible first half where he threw nothing but interceptions. And then Brandon Staley coughed it up and Jacksonville got the win. That'd be an interesting matchup. Like I said, Vrabel, D'Amico Ryans, what they're doing with those two organizations, that'd be fun. Buffalo, Pittsburgh, I don't really know what the tie-in storyline there to make that interesting, but
Boring.
I guess McDermott and Tomlin could be coaching for their job. Whoever loses that playoff game might be out.
Boring.
Well, if the Steelers do win that division at 9-8, it's a success because that's a winning season.
Yeah. Yeah.
Steelers fans so tired of that shit.
They really are.
That's what
I'm saying. If they face Buffalo and they lose, people won't care about them being 9-8. They'll want Tomlin gone for real. And McDermott, if the Bills turn around and lose to a Pittsburgh team that they should be better than, people will be calling for McDermott's job. So I guess that'd be the one thing attractive about that matchup. The NFC, Rams is number 1. Green Bay and Chicago, only because divisional foes, that'd be the 3rd time. Interesting.
That's crazy. They went from 1-7 with a matter of weeks.
Right. Just one loss to Green Bay. They drop all their 7.
That's what they get.
Francisco, we know the connections between those two in that matchup. That would be interesting. 2 fan bases that don't like each other. So, got that. And then Carolina, not Tampa Bay, but Carolina and Seattle.
Nobody had that on their bingo card. I shouldn't have been.
Yeah. But that one, you just be like, Carolina's playing with house money. You just want to see Bryce Young have some fun.
Mm-hmm. I still don't like Canales, though.
Yeah, but it'd be tough to kind of move off of him after the way this season.
He has his moments.
Yeah. I don't see the Eagles losing the 49ers. Classic Bears versus Packers depends on who's playing the home game. Buffs, Chargers versus Jags. Pats versus Texans depending who's at home. So I think what's going to happen is Houston and Jacksonville might flip-flop.
And if New England gets Jacksonville, I
feel like Vrabel will Trevor Lawrence up.
Because he's coached against Trevor Lawrence plenty of times.
Mm-hmm.
He knows if you rush him and you get in his face, you get to making him make bad decisions, and good things happen when he makes bad decisions.
Yeah, but at least it'd
I
be
mean, good things happens for the other team.
yeah. But you'd have like a lot of new faces. AFC Drake May, even CJ Stroud, like his playoff resume isn't that long, so it'd be good for him. Trevor Lawrence, Justin Herbert, probably another guy who could use a playoff win or two. Now you would have Aaron Rodgers, who's the old man, but maybe it's his last ride, and then Josh Allen. Like I said, if this is what the playoff lineup looks like, yeah, Josh Allen would have the most pressure. NFC, you would get uh, Jordan Love, who I guess could do himself a favor and win a couple playoff games since people still doubt how good he is. Caleb Williams is young quarterback, get that experience. I mean, the Eagles would probably have the most pressure in this NFC because the way their season's going, people will want to know, can they flip the switch and actually play better once you get to the playoffs? Niners with all their injuries, yeah, I don't know what the expectations would be. Seattle, I think, could be a fun team come January. I think they could be the Houston of the NFC. They could cause some problems for people.
As long as Kevin Patullo is calling plays, uh-uh.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't even stand looking at that man. I'm like, you the main reason why I gotta be Jalen Hurts' main defender. You
Yeah. We already know we're heading to another offseason of how good is Jalen Hurts really? We already know
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mute the man's name and I'm gonna just be rip myself with it.
Mm-hmm.
I know what I see.
And even worse, if Philly were to keep sliding, let's say Carolina somehow got the 3 seed, and the Eagles had to face
God,
Seattle in the first round. Yeah.
Good luck with that.
I mean, if you're Philly, even though you face them on Black Friday, you wouldn't mind being that 2 seed and face Chicago. You wouldn't hate that.
Mm-mm.
But, okay.
Considering all the other options,
right?
Which the 49ers, whatever, they're not winning the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. The Packers can carve you up.
Yeah.
Christian Watson at receiving core stays healthy. Yeah,
they can carve you up.
They're going to be a problem.
The Seahawks, they can carve you up. The Panthers are playing with house money, and we saw what happened when the Eagles played the Bucks, and the Bucks were playing with house money. That was an ass whooping.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'd be very wary about internal turmoil spilling out onto the field.
Yes.
This is not the time for this to be happening. They need to get themselves properly seated.
Mm-hmm.
And actually win a division.
Yes.
You mean TJ?
Why?
Wait, is JJ the one who had the lung procedure?
Yeah, I think
TJ had a collapsed lung because of dry needling. I want to say this.
Mm-hmm.
They need to watch these specialists. These NFL teams need to watch who they hire, because when you're doing procedures like that, one wrong thing could kill somebody.
Remember with Tyrod Taylor in the Chargers?
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Know who you're hiring.
Right. Absolutely. I agree with that.
And I don't even think TJ comes back because his lung is collapsed.
He's not playing Sunday.
I don't think he comes back for the rest of the year. Not with no collapsed lung.
That's definitely something you have to take seriously. Yeah.
And if the Pittsburgh Steelers let this man play, they're negligent.
Yeah, no, they already said he's out. He's out.
They're not going to do what the Colts damn did. Now they signing grandpas out of retirement.
I'm just
It's
waiting for
still,
just make the announcement that Phillip Rivers is playing Sunday. That's all I
right.
want.
It's still up in the air. They said it's still up in the air. He don't know if he's starting.
Just announce it, please.
They already had a whole ass press conference. Just announce that the man is starting at this point, Indianapolis. You done already folks showed your hand. There
Mhm.
was nothing else out there that you could have went and got other than an old ass Philip Rivers who just coached his team through the playoffs.
Yeah. No, we got you, Sergeant. Patriots play Houston be the first elite defense with an average offense they've played all year. Actually, yeah, I can agree with that. Like elite defense, yeah, they haven't played anybody with like Houston's level of defense. I mean, yeah, I wasn't gonna count the Browns anyway because
They don't count.
Browns don't have an average offense. They wish they did. But,
I wish I had an average offense too.
I mean,
It stinks. It's
offensive side of
really
the
bad to
ball is
watch when your offense stinks.
the offensive side of the ball is, you make a couple of good decisions here. You can fix that. I feel like defense is a little bit harder because one, the way the rules are, offenses usually have the advantage anyway. So that's why that side of the ball you can fix that. Like defense, you have to have disciplined corners that don't constantly grab and hold, but they can also cover somebody. You need D linemen who can, get after it. A lot of that's hard to find and get it all working at the same time.
Yes, the Browns are still paying 8 quarterbacks.
Sure is.
Mm-hmm. All right. We'll keep it moving, but we'll definitely look back at the playoff picture in a couple of weeks. We'll see. Lamar, Patrick, can any of them find their way in?
No, the Chiefs are fried.
Well, got final burn and key this
Speaking
one
of
hard.
fried,
Shady. First off, Shady. So I appreciate what you did for Philly. You was a great runner, great player in Philly. You went to Buffalo, did the same thing, and then after that, you just got on teams and got Super Bowl rings. Because you didn't help them contribute to no Super Bowls. You got 2. Tampa Bay and Kansas City. It just so happens you was with Kansas City. We didn't see you on the field at all. But anyway, you got 2 Super Bowl rings. They talking about some Hall of Fame. No. But anyway.
I want to see that too, Tom.
Shady McCoy. It got inducted into the Eagles Hall of Fame, which is granted. Well deserved. Not denying that. This man gonna tell Jeffrey Lurie, oh, well, if you don't fire Kevin Petrillo, you can take me out the Hall of Fame. Excuse me? First off, how are you going to go up into an owner and offer some blasphemous ultimatum like this? You know what I would tell Jeffrey Lurie? You know what Jeffrey Lurie I'm telling Shady? Deuces. If you don't get out my face with that mess, yeah, the audacity. The audacity. You're going to go up to Jeffrey Lurie talking about something. Oh, you can, if you don't fire KP, you can, I don't want to be in the Hall of Fame. Then bye.
Mm-hmm.
The dumbest. I don't know if he was playing this serious or not, but why would you even say that comment? That was straight up blasphemy.
because he more of an Andy Reid guy than an Eagles guy.
Blasphemous.
Yeah, I can't stand Shady. Dumbass. He got a punchable face too.
All over again. I give him that. He was good. He was up there with our running backs. But you still had Westbrook. You still got Saquon. Like, Shady, you're not. It's just not you that was at the running back position.
Yeah. Was it Ricky Waters an Eagles running back?
Mm-hmm.
We wanted Waters. We got McNabb.
For some reason, I thought at some point I saw him with like an Eagles uniform.
I don't think we had Ricky. Yeah, that year we wanted Ricky. We got McNabb. Ricky went to New Orleans.
I can't stand Shady. He's an idiot. He got a punchable face too. Um, his head shaped funny. Ain't nothing in it. I feel like he got two brain cells fighting, and then one of them work winning. Um, he always spewing some BS, jack his ass, and da da da. And he started this whole foolishness. That it became okay to attack people personally. Shady started it, quite literally.
Mhm.
And now you over here, and he has something against the Eagles for whatever reason. I don't know. Is it because Chip Kelly let him go? But you know that Chip Kelly is terrible. So why are you still holding that against Philly for something that Chip Kelly did? Dumb dumb. You smooth brain bastard. Always giving these bad takes. Just terrible. They're not good in football. They're not good at basketball. They're not going to be good at softball. Don't even speak about women's basketball because I don't want to hear that.
They
Yeah.
would they would lose to Ocho and them because Ocho and them got
Absolutely.
the big challenge to the podcasters. I don't
At
think a
least
million
Ocho is
people believe
learning.
Shady and Acho were standing a chance.
Hmm.
At least Ocho is trying to learn about basketball. I still don't think he needs to be talking about it because he still pisses me off with his takes, bald ass. But that's another story for another day. That's about Mr. Shady and his metal mouth ass. Be quiet. Talking about take me out of the Hall of Fame. Who the hell are you to just sit here and just say, if they don't do it my way, I want out? Who are you?
He's one of those who thinks higher of himself than he actually is. He thinks that the Eagles did that, like Eagles fans would riot. They wouldn't care.
They wouldn't care because you've shown your ass so many times when it comes to the Eagles. They know that you are an Andy Reid person, not an Eagles person. Don't nobody give a damn about you.
Yay, good
Mhm.
job. You got
Good
into
job.
the Hall of Fame. Yay.
Right.
And now you want to get mad and act like the Eagles are your squad, and you want Kevin Patullo so bad gone so bad that you want to get out of the Hall of Fame.
Which, let's be
If
honest,
he's not
does he
gone,
have to put his Hall of Fame spot on the line to get Petula out of there? Like, it's
no.
not even worth it. Like, Petula's gonna be gone
That
anyway.
I don't think Howie Roseman is Howie Rose. Patullo is as good as gone.
Yeah.
As soon as the Eagle season is done, he's as good as gone.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pink
And
slip.
depending on how bad it is, I don't put it past Howie to get rid of Sirianni either.
Hmm.
Ocho makes me mad. Like, bro, like every time he starts with this, I don't want to hold people accountable bullshit. Like, I'm sorry that your mama told you that you was the best thing since sliced bread, but that's not how the real life works. And you gotta hold these people accountable for something, Ocho. That's why your ass got 10 kids.
Oh my God, Acho got 10 kids.
No, Ocho.
Oh yeah. I know Ocho got kids.
Mhm.
He just had one, French fry. She's so
I
cute.
know she is cute though. She a cutie.
Yeah. I mean, it's not really much else you can say. Although you're talking about Ocho and his kids, which speaks on money, I'm going after OBJ. Because, look, wrestling fans talk about Steiner math. We got OBJ math now. And this is even better. So he talks about like a 5 year, $100 million contract. And first thing is, whenever you have athletes try to break down money issues to common people who make 10, 12,
Who be
15,
making pennies?
$20 an hour, it's always hilarious that these athletes feel like they're dropping knowledge, but whatever. So he's talking about how it's really only 60 million after taxes. Okay, you're not you're not getting any sympathy off of that one.
Uh-uh.
Then to about 12 million annually before lifestyle costs. That's a you problem, bro.
That's a personal problem. Who
Make
tells
it
you to go
harder
sit
to
here
build
and
generational wealth. Once again, you're talking to people that if you gave them 12 million a year, they feel like they could be
we would
set.
still have majority of that million.
Right.
We would still have like 10, maybe no. We still would have millions. We wouldn't even go through a mill. Maybe a couple
I
hundred
wouldn't go through a
thousand.
mill.
Some
I'm
will.
going back. I
Some will.
would
Some
actually,
people
because I'm
don't
going
have
back
that
to
money.
school.
You give them that money, they'll blow it in like a week because they won't know what to do with it. So some people, yes, but the average person, you told them you give them 12 million a year, you wouldn't hear them complain about a thing. So he mentioned the high cost for family, security, training, cars, and lifestyle quickly drain funds. A common issue for high income earners. Once again, you're losing the popular vote on that one because we don't have that issue. So once again, that's a you managing your money. That's a you problem.
Here's the thing: has he not realized when it comes to high income stuff, there's
Mm-hmm.
a one simple rule to live by. And I ain't got that type of money, but I do know that people who do have that type of money, they set these things themselves. If you can't buy it twice, don't buy it once, you dumbass.
Well, I guess what kind of kicked it off was there's reports about him like selling cleats and stuff, and people wondering like, is he got
He
real
sold
money
Super Bowl
issues?
cleats for 50K.
And it's just crazy. And people also point to his purchases like the diamond veneers in his mouth. You needed that though, and now you out here selling game worn jerseys and stuff. Get a little change.
And when you were playing, you were wearing $100,000 watches on the field. That's also a choice.
Mm-hmm.
You
Can't do
know
that.
that this money ain't gonna last.
Justin Jefferson.
And
You
that's
know
all.
that when it's high income like this, it's not gonna last. Be smart with it.
OBJ was one
You
of
do
those
not have to.
who signed with Bitcoin. Remember, he had like his salary and all that crap turned over to Bitcoin and all that.
And it crashed.
So yeah, he's dealing with that too. But
That's what he get.
that's what I'm saying. Like you telling
Yep,
this, like
yep.
people are gonna be like, "Oh man, I feel bad for you."
I do not. I mean, you saying that's only really $60 million. You know what the hell I could do with $60 million?
Mm-hmm.
Go back to school, buy me a nice plant side of land, get me a good car, open me up a couple of investment accounts, stuff that you should have been doing, Mr. Beckham Jr., instead of rolling around with ramen noodles in your hair, um, buying $100,000 watches,
Mm-hmm.
getting fake furs, fake foxtails, and all this other stuff.
Yeah, because that's the
First of
crazy.
all,
Most people, if you
jewelry
gave them 60
depreciates.
million, they couldn't even budget how to spend 60 million. They'd come with a bunch of stuff and they'd probably be like, "You have like 55 million left." And you'd be like, "Oh, well, okay."
Save
This
it.
man's out here, foreign cars all over the place. He's talking about he bought his mama a house. Don't throw your mama in that. That's the one thing you should have
Don't
done.
throw her into that. And if you're going to do that, don't
Yeah,
buy people houses that they can't afford the upkeep for.
that is true.
That's the one thing that people mess up. You
Yep.
want to buy everybody a
I'm not buying
house.
a house with 99 bathrooms and 44
Uh-uh.
million
That'd be killing me.
bedrooms.
Take
First
this
off,
4 bedroom.
who is cleaning all them bathrooms, and why do you need that many people in your house?
Exactly. Take this 4 bedroom and go on somewhere.
I'm getting me a nice little 4 bedroom. Give me a pool, something like that. Like I'm not buying a whole mansion with 99 rooms because who was cleaning that?
Mm-hmm. Also, he
And
wears a watch
then
that costs $200,000, so that's money well spent.
and you want to cry, talking about, he wants us to feel bad. Man, go cry in that Rolls Royce of yours while the rest of us is dealing with real life shit.
Rolls Royce shit. He might have to sell that if he needs some money.
You don't have to tell that one. Go get you a Honda.
Put it up on eBay, man.
Like, look, Chad said he drives a smart car.
I couldn't do that. My dog too damn big for that.
Chad
Nope.
loves being cheap.
But Chad is frugal.
Chad still owes Shannon money.
Yo, Shay ain't never getting that
You
59.
never gonna see that $5,900.
He never gonna see that 5,900.
Shannon ain't never gonna see that 6 grand. Nope.
Jada brings that up
See?
like every couple of weeks, and Chad's like, "For real? Nah, you crazy." It's like, "Yeah, you owe me money,
Papa,
fool."
Papa, me and you on the same wavelength. I'm gonna buy me some acres. If I get that type of money, I said I'll buy me a couple of acres. I'll put my mama on one house.
Yeah, that mean you can have a house party and nobody won't care. Your neighbors won't get called,
Exactly.
nothing.
Leave me alone. I can own the road and name it whatever the hell I want.
And you can grow some stuff. I'm not gonna say that on air, which you can grow, but you can do some stuff.
Mm-hmm. So
I
I
can
think
have me some pigs. I want some chickens. I had chickens growing up.
that's self sustainability. And like
That
the
way you ain't
funny
gotta pay
part
eight
about it
dollars a
is,
damn dozen for eggs.
because like I saw like a
Right.
financial article, and it said like the average American says like if they had 100,000 to 150,000 annually, they feel like they could live comfortably. And
Hell
we got a
yeah!
man who
What?
made 100 million crying about, man, you know how hard it is to be out here on 100 million.
That you're not even gonna put a dent in this. Give me 100,000 in my account right now. It's doing just keep steady growing and growing because it will never go
Watch me
down.
flip that.
Mm-hmm.
Watch me flip it.
Oh, OBJ's out on that island all by himself.
Dum dum.
He out there with Antoine Walker, which I mean, his was he invested in some housing thing and that went belly up. Like you understand that, but
I understand that, but he's going out like Adrian Peterson. I don't like that.
mm-hmm.
You know, AP dead ass broke.
It's rough.
Antonio Brown about to be broke.
I'm surprised he isn't already. Like growing up, you always thought like the Mike Tyson thing was the cautionary tale, because Mike Tyson had people handling his money, and Mike Tyson didn't know anything about money, so they were just robbing him blind.
Taking them, yeah, they were just taking them dry.
Yeah, because
I
all
would
Mike
get on
Tyson
Antonio Brown ass too, because he
was
done
like
did
Mike
like
Tyson cared about fighting. He's like, who am I fighting next? That's all I want to know. So okay, they just robbed him blind.
meathead. Mike Tyson realized he was a meathead, and that got him in a lot of troubles.
Mm-hmm. But he rebuilt his, rebuilt his character. Shout out to him with the Hangover movies. That made people like Mike Tyson. But go to you, Jory.
I got on the Sanders stands earlier.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna, in place of the Sanders stands, I'm gonna get started on Antonio Brown. Why are you trying to have these people dismiss this damn case and cry self defense when we saw your black ass on video grab the man's gun and shoot at somebody? Make it make sense.
Athletes act like video doesn't tell this whole story.
Make it make sense. That is not self defense if you shoot at somebody that's running away.
Right.
Not. That is not self defense. That's actually the opposite of self defense. Quite literally the opposite.
That he is.
You need to go to hell quickly so I can stop looking at his face. Because I'm like, bruh. And it's like my other grandma used to think he had such pretty teeth. Now, when you smile in that mugshot, you can tell this man batshit crazy. You can tell. He got that fake smile, that like he's trying so hard not to be crazy, but it's showing through his facial expressions. He's batshit crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at least he got a Super Bowl ring.
Is he sure he knows where that is? You know,
He
he
don't
just
know
leave
that.
it somewhere. Like it's some random bathroom or something. Like he probably left it.
That thing probably in Idaho somewhere. And Matt Barnes,
Mm-hmm.
I was just with you. I was just with you when it came to Acho. Now I'm finna get on your ass. How the hell do you get catfished by an AI woman? And why is this public information?
But you know it was only a matter of time. Manti Teo walked so Matt Barnes could run.
Bro! How? How? Like, and you got extorted for $60,000 by somebody using an AI woman.
Oh my God.
Hmm.
And he can't get that back.
No, because he sent that shit willingly.
Damn, I'm in the wrong profession.
Like, let me get my AI skills up. So,
Right,
you know what?
facts. Let me.
AI about to
Ooh.
be that real hustle out here.
He
Wait,
got
nope.
catfished
Top of
by an
it is
AI woman, and he
top of it
got
is
tricked
too.
into sending that whoever it was money. I'm like, damn, Matt. You didn't think to double check your steps at any point of this. There
Hmm.
had to be red flags. But if, but when oxygen is not flowing to the brain, to the head that's on top of the damn head, logic goes out the window. I got on Desmond Bain, sir, sir, what the hell is wrong with you? You went full dodgeball for no freaking reason. And then you gonna argue with the ref like you didn't do shit. Are we blind? Is pigs flying? Is there a blizzard in the arena where we just can't see, where you just flat out just rocket launch that ball at OG? And the Knicks, y'all soft as hell. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing. Y'all ain't gonna hit on nothing. Because that should have been a brawl. You throw a ball like that at me,
OG should
I'm
have
fighting.
OG should have decked him because I know I would have.
He should have decked him. That would have been a punch. Throw something at me, I'm gonna throw an elbow.
I've seen fights at high school games start for less than that.
For less than that. And he gets a whole basketball thrown into his back, not softly either, launched into his back. And do you know how it feels to be hit with a basketball? Not good. I'd have been hit in my head, my back.
Hmm.
But the thing is, he decided to sit and play victim to the ref. I'm like, huh. And the Knicks didn't do jack squat. OG's reaction wasn't enough as it should have been for me. I'm like, oh, he too soft. You're not gonna throw nothing at me, and I'm not gonna throw something back. Draymond.
I would say Ron Artest. That,
Oh yeah,
that
both
man,
of them.
that
Yeah,
man,
they both had a screw
far gone.
loose.
Yeah.
And Draymond said something earlier. Speaking of Draymond, he doesn't recall his fights as fights. He likes to call them as moments. Well, they sure when you're choking out Rudy Gobert for no damn reason, that's a fight. When you are kicking Steven Adams in his no region for no reason, that's a fight. When you keep doing all of this unhinged bullshit, that's a fight. It's not moments. Like, come on, Draymond.
Look, we're gonna miss Draymond when he's gone.
I really am. But I'm gonna need him to stick to stop to talking basketball because I can't stand when you start talking football. I'm like, bruh,
Didn't he play football at Michigan State?
I can't tell.
I think he did. And then
He was a
kind of
water
just
boy.
got into basketball or something like that.
And the last two, we gonna go right on up 75, 85, up to 65. Carly Ursay and whatever the hell, and Chris Ballard, and what is going on? What the hell y'all got going on? What y'all got going on? I knew the second they made that trade for Sauce Gardner, I said the Colts season is gonna go to shit. Because they thought that they were one piece away from a Super Bowl run. You're really not. You're really not, and now you're seeing that you're not.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that Anthony Richardson is still out after 8 weeks after fracturing his eye socket with a workout band is ridiculous. Thank you, Topper. See, most AFC South teams, we know that the Colts are frauds. That's the only time I'm going to agree with a Jags fan, ever. We
Mm-hmm.
know that the Colts are frauds. They're going to do something to themselves every time. Think about it. They still haven't won in Jacksonville and played well. Haven't done that in about 10 years.
Yeah, I'm about to say I think it's 10 straight losses in Jacksonville.
And
You wanna know why they brought Philip Rivers in? Because he runs Shane Steichen's offense in high school with the football team he coaches,
Mm-hmm.
and he's in tune with Shane and he knows the offense. So what? He's 44.
you
But
can't have
meanwhile,
this man killed.
you got Cam butthurt because nobody called him.
And I meant to speak on Cam ass. Like, did you not forget that we know what you looked like your last year in New England? There's a reason why they got rid of you and went with Matt Jones.
What if Grandpa beats the Seahawks,
He's
though?
not beating the Seahawks.
That would be hilarious, though.
I'm gonna just go ahead and knock on the wall. He's not beating the Seahawks. Why does the Colts season just feel like one weird episode of Uncle Grandpa? Like,
Not Uncle Grandpa.
what? I'll take Steichen. He can work with Cam.
Come back, Shane. Come back.
Yeah, Steichen would get a job pretty quickly. They asked Vrabel about coming back, which was hilarious because they asked him about Phillip Rivers. He's like, nobody wants to see that.
Vrabel said that himself.
Yeah, he said, because someone was like, hey, Vrabel, you ever thought about making a comeback since Phillip Rivers is doing it? He was
Nobody was.
like, no. You want to see me out there.
No, you don't.
But it's just funny because he's 5 years removed and he's 44 years old.
Actually, I would put Mike Vrabel on the offensive line. He can do better than any damn thing Falele does.
True.
Look, shoot, Vrabel got tight end. I mean, touchdowns in his stat line.
Mm-hmm.
And back to the dumbass Ball brother. You the one that was left behind. He was the one that was left behind.
Mm-hmm.
Left behind.
His mama dropped them on his head a couple times.
Coming from a 2-parent home in Chino Hills, California. And every time you get on a podcast with your brother, you sound like you want to be a YN. You want to be something that you're not. Bruh.
They should have left his ass in China from stealing them
Yep.
sunglasses.
But I'll just say, you want to be a YN and you were stealing sunglasses. That's not necessarily,
YNs don't go to China,
come on.
dumbass. He just cosplaying a gangster. He keep creating broken homes. He still ain't went to go see that baby yet.
That's wild.
That is a shame. And I am disappointed because I know his daddy ain't raised him like that.
Should have stayed with Nikki.
He left Nikki to go make this one.
Dummy.
And married this lady. And then gonna go on a podcast and say, this is what pissed me off. And say, I didn't like her. You liked her enough to stick your thinking thing in her. Like, come on, bro. And leave it in there.
He was thinking with the wrong head.
You liked her enough to knock her ass up and to put a ring on it. Don't sit here and say I didn't like the girl. Shut your ass up. Like, this is what we talking about.
He's a little touched out the three. At
He's
least
a little
Melo and Lonzo are doing something. He's the only one that ain't in the NBA.
And he got
All
one
three,
little hit.
all three of my boys going to be in the NBA. He
Only
he
two of them.
he got as far as the G League team, and I honestly thought that he was going to make the roster in Charlotte. Actually, did you mean to tell me you suck you can't make the Charlotte Hornets roster?
Because he messed up his development with that stupid ass crap in UCLA. All he, the fact that all the people wanted him to do was go to therapy.
Not the football helmet and boot.
Oh, Leangelo's really like his last two brain cells are jump roping to see which one is gonna work, and now none of them working. Man, like
It's the football helmet and boots for me.
every time I see something Leangelo Ball does, I'm like, you swerved in that corner, dumbass.
And that's what he going
Like,
off of. Not gonna hold you. It's a catchy song, but no.
and the rest of it stinks. The rest of his music stinks. You're not that good. And you're not that good looking. You keep creating broken homes. You're not smart. You're actually quite stupid. Like every time he just opens his mouth, sometimes I'm like, there is a tree that is providing you air. Go find that shit and apologize to it. Like, you out here just creating, running around in and out of everybody, creating broken homes and just saying dumb crap. I can tell Lonzo look at this man as a damn fool. You can
Mhm.
tell.
He probably shake his head like is this my damn brother?
Boy done let clap go to his head in one little stupid ass song, and when he performed the song, he was stiff as a board. Do better. LeVar, I think you did a fine job with the other two, but you know what? It's usually the middle child that gives people hell. I'm the only one. So look, on my mama's side, I'm the only child. Now I'm the oldest on my other on that other side. I'm the oldest. It's the middle one. Actually, on that one, it's the young one that's the
Wasn't
hell.
Vanessa the middle child on the Cosby Show that always gave Claire hell?
Yes,
Yep.
it's always the middle child.
Hmm.
He's something. I don't know what to put on D'Angelo. He a little touched. I feel like he was born at night, and it may have been last night. Maybe his brain was. Like, how do you have one working brain cell and it works half the time? One. It
It's
he pisses me off.
yeah.
His character flaws, certain character flaws I can ignore,
Hmm.
but certain ones I cannot. And he has the ones that you just can't ignore that. Because when you hear him talk, you realize this man is really dumb. And he's really trying to be something that he's not, and he's getting lost in the sauce.
Yep.
But I'm done.
Okay. Well, we got. So we debuted this last week with Jermaine Jackson. We gave it a segment name and everything now because there's just too much. This is Anthony Davis. I don't even know where to begin. It's the
The
stand,
stripes on the socks.
the cut off jeans, the looking like you're waiting for the Kmart associate to be like, somebody come pick up your son Anthony. He's waiting for you. Like this man just looks gone right now.
The
What a
pose.
choice! Look, it's a lot going on in this picture right here.
It looked like he woke up and just said, "Hey, I'm gonna just throw this on a day. Like, let me see what's
Yeah.
in. Let me just throw this on. This is what he wears to Walmart. Let me just throw this on so I can go somewhere. What are
I
we
mean, he
doing,
looked like he
AD?
probably was at Walmart before he went to the arena. It was like, oh, it's not supposed to be there. Well, I just gotta go like
He's
this
like,
right
oh,
now.
I don't wear these jeans no more. Let me just cut these shits off.
That's the wild part.
Oh. I'm like, bro, did you don't insult the Jacksons like that. Do not do that. And ironically, one from Chicago, one from Gary.
Mm.
um, which is really not that far away from each other. But sir, the pants look a little tight.
Mm-hmm.
They look
Crazy tight.
you look a little thick. You look a little fluffy. I'm not gonna lie, Mr. Davis. You're looking like a bag of marshmallows right now. And then the hair. Like, okay, wear your afro. But the hair is with this whole ensemble is not doing you no damn justice. It's not. You look like a poorly you look like an undercover cop that's trying too hard.
That is what.
Like why what is with the stripes on the socks? That shit don't match. That shit is not adding up.
But why wear
Man,
shorts with a sweater? What are we doing?
That is true, Topper. Joe was a Rolling Stone, so I don't know. Like the socks. Like, are you trying to be preppy? Are you trying to be cool? Are we going to go play tennis? What are we doing here? And the sweater. Why the colors on the sweater piss me off?
That's something Bill Cosby wears on the Cosby Show.
It just pisses me off. And it's a cream colored sweater with those colors.
He's waiting
And
for
then
pudding.
so if you wanted to make this type of look work, you need a different color pair of pants because the pants is really throwing it off.
Dude, you could have just wear jeans.
Just wear jeans, dark wash. It would have looked better that way. And for the love of God, the bowling socks, bro, gotta go. They got to go. Man, you over here looking like a man. I see I'm
He eating some tacos.
that Texas
That Texas
barbecue's no
barbecue.
joke, man.
yeah, he gained all the weight Luca lost.
Right? Yeah.
And you can say it in his face. Them calves looking kind of thick. You don't need to be wearing those shorts as tight as that. You don't. And I'm glad that they are knee length. A lot of these dudes, I have customers who wear booty shorts. Male customers who wear male coochie cutters. That's what I call them. And
Now,
I be so distracted trying to take orders. I'm like, why do y'all have your whole ass thighs out? Let me take this damn order in peace and stop trying to distract me. Like, bruh. And then, do he have on a pair of glasses? Because the glasses is making him look like he came out of a science lab. He just looked like he woke up this morning
He
and said,
just woke
F
up and
it.
said, all right, I'm just like he just woke up and said, all right, I'm gonna just throw this on.
Exactly. Woke up, F it. This is what it is today. Bye bye.
Washed his face, brushed his teeth, and put clothes on.
Like, there is no cohesion. He looks a hot ass mess. You already look fluffy. Get your arms from behind your back. Get your arms from behind your back. Like, oh, Anthony Davis. I'm gonna find somebody next week to fry.
Like Kevin Garnett.
Look, I'm always on. I found this on Twitter, so there's always gonna be somebody we gonna see.
Yeah.
Look, if y'all got something in for the just why, y'all know how to hit us up.
Exactly. You can hit us up on
I'm
this.
like, this would have been a perfect segment from when Kyle Kuzma was definitely running rampant with his
Oh my
stupid shit.
god!
We know he'll probably pop up on here one week.
I will never forget that oversized ass sweater. I'm like, I know you are not wearing a giant piece of chewed bubble gum as a sweater.
He was wearing Jigglypuff.
Right. Like, we'll have to have the segment when NBA Picture Day, because Jimmy Butler could have been
Mm-hmm.
very much on here with some of his hairstyles.
And the one piece, yeah, you know, he did it again this year.
Oh, it's a running thing with him. He's gonna do it every year.
hmm I just got to look at a couple of outfits this year, this week,
But at
just
least
to
Jimmy is
see.
funny with it. Like he don't go outside in public with it.
Right.
Mm-mm. And what the hell does he got on? Wait a minute, PJ Tucker. What? But anyway, I will find some bad dressers to roast.
Yeah.
NFL and NBA related because NFL players be getting on my damn nerves too.
I mean,
Spanish fly.
he do got a
What kind
Spanish.
of
I mean, he do got a Spanish wife.
she
Maybe she
even
put the
say
clothes
that look
out.
like you look a hot mess in
Maybe
Spanish?
maybe she put the clothes out for him because they don't match.
Well, he could have threw the pants back at her.
Exactly. Like pick something else and the socks. He either
Right.
roller skating or blowing or bowling with them socks. Not on no damn court. And the shoes. I just noticed the shoes don't match. You wear a white shoe with that or a cream color shoe.
Anthony Davis.
Don't do that again.
Like
Oh,
KG told
Joel had
Craig
39.
Sager,
Watch, he won't play for 2 games.
KG said, take that outfit and burn it. I don't care.
Burn it.
Burn it. That's what AD need to do.
Like somebody else wore something questionable this week. I have to get something together. But
Mm.
There you go. Taba's giving you some inspiration.
mhm. You know who be looking tacky tacky? I'm not gonna go there. It's 11 o'clock. I'm not gonna go there.
Okay, we'll save that one. All right, last thing. So, for time's sake, this Sunday, which game are you tuned into outside of your team's game? Obviously, what's the one game you got to watch this weekend?
The Ravens lose to the Bengals
Okay, I kind of figured you might go there. Okay,
again.
Bills,
that would be
Patriots.
hilarious. Okay,
'Cause I feel like whoever wins that game is I think if the Patriots win that game, they it's a wrap. Like they're done.
Top said Bills and Patriots. Okay, for me,
I will be watching the Ravens lose.
I'll be watching Packers Broncos.
And then tomorrow the Spurs and Thunder. Wemby is back.
Oh yeah, yeah. Side just said Ravens, Bengals, Bills, Pats. Yep. If Phillip Rivers starts, I'm watching Colts, Seahawks.
I already
You
know
know
my answer.
they gave him a 70 rating on Madden.
I mean, that's yeah. Something tells me if you go play like Ultimate Team now, people are going to be running Phillip Rivers out there. I can already tell. Just to mess with people.
I know that defensive line is gonna be talking mad trash. Sit down, old man.
And he's gonna be talking it back. If
He
you
gonna
know
be
anything
talking
about
back.
a Philip
Phillip
Rivers.
Rivers love to talk, so yeah.
And he do it in his own way because he don't use cuss words, so it makes it 1,000 times
Yeah.
funnier.
Yeah.
Dog flat it. I'm like, God dang, Philip.
All right. That's it for us. Another fun show. I will say, if you are in the Discord, I will post our picks in there. kind of a switch that we're doing. So if you want our picks, they'll be in the Discord, they'll be on Tumblr, all that shortly after the show. Seahawks Colts, I need to see that mummy get slammed. Okay, I mean Damien's calling him a mummy. All right. But I mean, Jory, anything you want to add before we get out of here?
I have an article coming out tomorrow. It'll be about the head coaching thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, and some other stuff in the works. I'll get that. It's been a rough 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I hate when people swap my job
Mm-hmm.
and y'all do dumb shit and you call people, you get people in trouble and you do stuff. You know what? I'm not even gonna go there. F F customer service. F these damn customers. I'm tired of y'all whiny asses. We can't sit down. Your constituent called the people because she got in an argument with somebody else, and now we had to move the seat. I'm tired of dealing with people during the holidays because when you deal with customer service during the holidays, you're not getting the best of people. You're getting the worst. You're getting
Absolutely.
the entitled. The why can't I get this because the fuck I said.
Because I said
The
so.
one. It's Jory's sports stories. I'll put it in the. Can you put that in the chat?
I can do that.
Okay. But I'm like, they're entitled. They ask for everything. They demand everything. They want to know everything. I'm like, bruh. All I want to know is your order and if you're paying for it at cash or card and if you want any extra sauces. All that extra shit is not necessary. Why this? Why that? Man, I had a couple people today.
Oh, I just deal with people on the phones. That's
The
all.
phone be the worst.
I don't got to see them face to face. Look, I hang up on you with the quickness. I'll put you on hold and hang up.
Had a lady call in, take 5 minutes to take an order. When I'm taking, and there's people in front of me. They felt so bad for me because she was asking everything under the moon. Took 5 minutes, didn't even place the order. So I took a picture of it with my phone because she said she was gonna call back. She called back like 3 hours later. I'm like, bitch. And then this lady right before they always like to act up right when I'm about to go home. Y'all need to put the seats in here. I'm like, I think you need to mind the business that pays you. I just told you when you got in here we were remodeling, which is a lie, but I just told you we were remodeling. We need the seats. Go sit in your damn car and leave me alone. I'll be biting my tongue a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And because I do, that's why I'm one of the favorites at my job. But thank you.
Oh, the Karens ain't no joke on the phone either. You know what? I told you. You know
Uh-uh.
what? You can meet my friend Tone. Let me put you on hold. All right, hold on. I got you. Click.
I had a couple of people. I've had people call or cuss me out, and I just hang up. I'm like, and then I block their number.
Like, we're not doing this today.
We're not doing this. I'm not doing this today.
And I'm going to hate between January and April is going to be the dreaded 4 months that I hate.
I will pray for you in advance. Because you know how people are about their money.
Let's just say February to April is going to be hell.
Yep.
Yeah, because my birthday is right around tax season. That part I know.
I hate it.
And combine. I've been a combine baby since I was little, but the NFL combine is always falling on my birthday. Always falling on the 27th.
Yeah. Okay, so Sajin got you. All right. Key, anything on that before we get out of here?
Well, we didn't have Maxi tonight. We beat Pacers team who stinks. At least we beat them by 10. Apparently we were struggling. I don't know how that's the Sixers for you. Joel had 39 points. That means he's not playing for like 2-3 games. So because his knees.
You know it.
So, but.
Sajin's punishing me because I don't have a pet. That's all you had to say, Sajin. I already know.
Don't worry. Once my little chihuahua, where is she at? Where is Poodle?
Nah, Sajin's
I
all
kick
good.
her out. Once once Poodle, once I get her to have a puppy, I'm gonna send one on down to him.
Right, because y'all not
You
that
can have a
far. You can,
chihuahua.
you can just go send it to him.
Yep,
Yeah,
I can just deliver it.
no one hurt. I
Hand
mean,
delivered.
no one hurt. It'll just be like one day I'll get up, probably be a basket on the front porch with this chihuahua, and I'll be like, "Yep, great."
You're like, Jory was here.
Yeah,
And it'll look just like
I
Bella
knew
and
it.
act just like her too. So good luck.
You better get a fish or something.
Yeah,
No, we cannot put Diddy on a burn list. He didn't put himself on the burn list.
yeah.
I'm not dealing with Diddy old. I'm still watching the Netflix documentary. Come back to me next week.
I keep falling asleep on the fourth one. I'm like, I gotta. That's it.
Once I start falling asleep, I'm done. But all right.
Yeah, appreciate all of you for tuning in. I mean, as Sajin put, you'll see me back on here Monday or Tuesday on the ball. Depends on Brett's schedule. If you want to check out my stuff, I'm chomping at the bit. But get a frog. All right. What's to do with a frog?
You know, tree frogs are really cute. They
Well,
really are.
it don't gotta be nothing furry. I mean, get a fish.
You can get a puffer fish.
I will strive to get a fish. We'll shoot for that.
Get a puffer. They know people's faces. Actually, don't get no beta fish. They fight.
I mean, I know about them. My dad had them as a kid. He talks about them all the time. So yeah, so
Or
I
you
will
can
come.
get a raccoon.
Oh my god.
That is wild to me that people have
You can get a skunk.
allowed them in their house and
You can
just
get a skunk.
think
You
it's
can
cool.
skunk it
Yeah, you can de-skunk a skunk.
or a ferret.
I had chicken, Sergeant. I had chickens. I had three. One got eaten by a chicken hawk. The other two, I raised them up and we took them to the game ranch so they can go be chickens with the other chickens.
Oh,
And then I had a duck and someone stole it. I'm like, who the fuck
black.
steals a duck?
That's
Black.
wild.
I named my duck Polly though.
Okay.
Papa, now come on now.
All right, Xavier Leggett.
uh,
Where I used to live at in the backyard, they had a pig.
yeah, Sergeant. I had a chicken. I had three. I forgot the first one's name, but the other one was a black chicken, and one was a Rhode Island red, and one was patches, and the other one
That's what I said. Okay,
roded.
Xavier Leggett. Straight raccoon
Look,
and squirrel.
I'm country. I'm country. I ain't that country. I hard line is at frog legs. Hard line. I'm not eating no gator. I mean, actually, yes, I do. I do eat gator. I like gator. I'm not eating no raccoon. I'm not anything that sounds like it's gonna taste like a trash can. I went with them. Well, I was in elementary school, so they just took them to the game ranch while I was in school.
Yeah.
And then the next Easter, I got some more.
All right. All right. So look, you found out about the animal history, my lack of. I did have a fish when I was a kid. That's the most I've had. Kind of sad, but yeah. Obviously, if I get something, y'all be the first one to see it. Sure, but make sure you are back here next week for another edition of Passion and Precision. Now that you know about just why, you got to see who pops up on there next week. Fun segment. If if you aren't in the Discord, I did put that in the chat. You join there. We'll have our picks up going forward in there, so you can, catch up with us there. Also, team reports. I'll put those in the Discord as well. So, thank you all
My
for tuning
Titans
in.
won a game. Yay.
If it comes down to cat or a dog, I'd probably go dog. But I see what you're saying.
Cats are evil, but I like the cats that be at my house. They keep all the rodents away.
But I mean, that's more reasonable than Sergeant talking about an emu. What am I supposed to do with an emu?
Emu.
Get a hog, like, okay. Okay. Trevor
I am with you. Trevor stinks.
Yes.
And you're a Jags fan. Wait a minute.
He don't like his quarterback. He never did.
I can respect that.
He wanted Justin Fields.
So he was he's part of the group that I'm a part of that thinks that Trevor peaked in college.
Mm-hmm. The last two Clemson quarterbacks, Deshaun Watson, Trevor Lawrence.
Weird and
well right now for them.
Yeah.
Now I'm telling your mom.
Man, let's go out of here. I'm trying to start some right now. But yeah, appreciate all of you for tuning in. He likes Liam, not Trevor. I like Liam Cohen too. Once it got past I'm cool with him. But yeah, make sure check out all the other shows here on the network. Monday to Friday mornings, Coffee and Sports. That every night there's a show of some sort that's on. You can check out the outro. It'll kind of list them all for you. So until then, for Jory, professional feather plucker, Keith, who's always in the building, and myself, we'll see you all next week. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy the games. And we'll be back here to talk about it all next week. All right. Bye.